Should be going live. I think everything's working, at least my internet says it does, so. Double check. You don't have to be quiet, you can talk, you know?
Hello. Boa tarde. Wait.
I mean, that works, but it's wrong language, right?
Yeah.
That
Need to
is
check
okay.
stream audio.
Everything's
So
good.
I don't hear me doubling.
Hmm?
I just needed to check stream audio for myself, so I wouldn't hear double.
Why do you have the stream open?
Just to check.
Okay. There we go, and right. You just wanted to see my not face, right?
I used to say hi to Kami, that's if he shows up.
Right, so last session. You guys remember what you were up to? What happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
You
for
want to-
those who were not present,
Would you actually wanted me to elaborate?
Usually that's how it goes.
Ah.
Usually I ask, does anyone know? And you say yes, and you explain what happened.
So, let me check notes and translate just-in-time translation. We tied up the clone thingy. We did not get much information from the librarian. Derkin started noticing some tremors that eventually started to look like they were connected in some way to noise. Derkin did check out from the window, and the outside looks like a complete void. You cannot see anything from it.
Not just the
clone
window,
speaks-
from the door itself.
Yes, I
Glass.
tried to
Glass door.
shorthand the door's window, and now I'm taking more time because of this correction. Thanks. Anyway, or is that also not allowed?
No, that's fine.
Hmm.
Just don't
Okay, the
throw
clone
any
speaks a
N-words.
language. Yeah.
Like you usually do,
My
right?
nice guy. What do you mean you don't sprinkle your dialogue with random and starting words? The clone speaks in a language that no one understands, that we out of game know to be abyssal, but that's beside the point. Barry tried to talk with the demon lady to try to see if she would understand him or whatever, try to get some extra information. He gave I'll totally be right there. And we haven't heard from her since. We decided to show the mirror room to the librarian, and just upon entering the other side of the ghost door thing, we see all the reflex clones trying to get away.
Yes, he's having internet issues. You can keep going.
Okay, I was just checking if it was on my end or not. But yes, so the cliffhanger of last session was we check the mirror dimension, and the clone reflection things are trying to escape, and some have already started to escape.
That was what I was gonna say. Just trying to escape or succeeding?
Well, yes, most of them are still in the trying phase, but they have found a way.
Do you remember?
you blame about it, he was the one that touched the mirror.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you remember exactly where they found the way to get through?
Yeah, a crack that appeared when the first one that we were dealing with previously came through. Although I'm wondering whether or not they would have found a way anyway.
The crack happened
that's
when
meta.
Abarius touched the mirror in the first place.
Yes.
Okay. What else? I don't have a question prepared for you.
Chick.
What?
SMH my head.
However, I can ask you something from the sessions, sort of. Which will be for each one of you. This might be a little bit different according to each character, but the question in general is, what is the most recent achievement that you're proud of, that you've made personally? Doesn't have to be during the session, it can be previous to that, if that would be the one. Not all at the same time, please.
I can start. It's clearly starting the Great Sea collection.
That is the most recent achievement that you're proud of.
Starting it, yes.
Starting a collection is an achievement?
Also,
Damn, son.
Completing
The bar is
put
very
it-
low.
Don't put don't shoot that high. You'll be disappointed.
Speaking of which, I have not asked GM to roll for it for a very long time, and every session I think, okay, I'm going to ask for a roll, but then it's like, oh no, we're having story and advancement, and oh no. So please
what?
give me. No, like the story has been advancing at a very good pace, and I'm not okay. I want to eat the taffy in the middle of this stressful event.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna pick up a
No.
piece of candy right now. Anyway, that is your achievement? Just starting the collection, or coming to realization that that is a
I mean,
thing?
I'm currently working on an achievement, so I'm working on my first monster slay.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't consider the time I slew Razas when he was a ghost.
No, we're not. I mean, do you consider that an achievement? You didn't kill him.
I mean, I did save him. What I know is he was a ghost. I dealt with him, and he was no longer a ghost. Then he died.
He didn't die.
Those events happened almost, and in roughly that order. But
So funny.
kick. For their kin, I was thinking whether I could think of something further back or like a pre-campaign events. But
the
that
most
happened.
recent.
Yeah, but there's something that happened during the campaign that can fit the bill here, which is having saved. I think it was Abaris's life with bribing a tree with food.
Yeah. Where you
think
hunted
that-
a deer-like creature in order to cook it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
emphasis on the like. Yeah,
on the like. It's more plant than deer, but it is shaped
it's
roughly like a
something.
deer.
But
Yeah.
yes, I think I can file that one.
That makes sense. How about you, Abaris? I think I know what you're gonna say, but I want to hear you say it.
I was going to ask, do you want the dirty answer or the more serious answer?
Why not both?
What kind of those?
Just don't be too explicit.
I'm not.
No details.
I mean, I don't think I've ever had that kind of issue, so don't know where messing with me. Okay, so let's say Barry's achievements. I would say it's the succubus one.
What succubus one? The nailing or the having encountered and gotten in a pact with?
Both, yes.
Okay. That would be the dirty one, or is that for both?
It's mostly the dirty one.
Okay, what was the other one?
The more serious one, I would say, has been establishing a good relationship with the owner of the brothels.
Okay.
I forgot the name right now. Sorry.
I need to bring up my notes, see if I wrote down the name. But I did ask you to remember the name because I would probably forget.
Let me check my notes too. They sometimes have stuff.
Where's happenings? No, I don't have that written down. Nope.
Let me check the other place.
I also need to...
But you know who I'm talking about, so...
I know who we were talking about, but I also need to add my notes whenever I've given you or haven't given you an information. Because... Oh, I have his name. Rukov.
Rukov, okay.
Yes. It is here. It's in my notes. Although it's in the description of another character's notes. Like one character mentions Rukov. I'm like, oh, that's the guy. Okay. I didn't write it something for him.
Oh, I should have said slap and slap Shadius Voltaire. Damn it.
You slept, Chase Voltaire?
Wait, when did you slap? I don't remember that.
When we didn't. Okay, so was it the hot demon moment that slapped him? Because I had a mission to slap Shadius Voltaire. Get close to him?
Oh, you were possessed at some point, right?
Kinda. It was one of the missions that I was given by the hot demon mama.
You might
And
have
I
when
then
you
had to slap him. She gave me an order to slap him.
when you went
Remember?
to the to meet him and the other council member
Yes,
Cornelius.
Cornelius, exactly.
Yeah. I'm trying not to confuse with the other pimp gnome that you guys entered the tournament with, which was not Cornelius. Was something else. You guys remember the pimp gnome, right? Sorry, pimp gnome or dwarf. I don't remember what he was.
Maybe dwarf. You mean the one that pretended
Yes.
to be a spellcaster?
Yes, that one.
I think it's dwarf, but I'm not sure.
I think it was a dwarf, yes.
Yeah. Use magical items instead of being a magical user. Okay, so yours would be the demon mama and having a good relationship with the brothel owner, Rukov. Which he offered you a job as well, and you declined.
Yes. As you can see, Avaris likes, prizes relationships of all kinds.
Uh-huh.
Both friendships and sexual ones. And friends with benefits.
Okay, still, moving on. Uh,
What are you laughing about, man?
nothing.
Not
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. If you recall,
spook.
pull it down here. After Abaris had entered and came out, when he saw, to inform everyone that he saw the mirror images try to pass through the mirror.
Wasn't it me?
No, first it was Abaris, and then it was you.
Oh, okay.
And you went in
Yeah.
the second time to check out what was going on, and you could see that, well, not only was there one creature, one mirror image of yourself right in front of you, but there was one that was warping itself, becoming large on one end, then small right next to the mirror, and then large again. Kind of like how an image would look if you looked through a concave surface or convex surface. I forget
It's
which
like
one.
in a JPEG, he's making himself very, very fat. Then he's very thin to pass through the.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's JPEG compression.
JPEG compression.
So you did see this creature right in front of you look at you with an eerie grin. And first of all, you have your immediate reaction.
I
What are you going to do?
Drop the fake Avaris.
Drop the
Sorry,
fake
what?
parts. Yes, because he was carrying your doppelganger inside.
Okay, yeah.
The one that
I
tried
was
to
going to
escape.
suggest just throwing him inside the room, like cartoon style. Like someone pulls one hand in his pants, the other in near his collar, and just chuck him and hit him.
You want to...
I drop fake Avaris, I go back, and I close the door. That's the plan.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to need you to roll for initiative then. You quickly drop Abaris, well, the fake Abaris. You think it's a fake Abaris. You don't really care though. Inside, and you
As long
run.
as it's a Baris, it's good, right?
Yeah. And you run back out, once again closing the section off by placing a book on the shelf.
Mm-hmm. And as I do this, and that's how we do it.
I thought you
That's how
would
we do
just
what?
stack more books just to be sure.
No, one is enough. Having this issue solved makes me really want to eat taffy.
That's gonna be our catchphrase, is it?
Tragic.
I just want to roll the dice once, please, GM.
He's working on that achievement of his collection, I mean.
Let me put it this way. I don't remember where I had the list of things, so I need to look that up again. And I haven't done that. I forgot.
I think that's part of the reason. Okay, can't you just like make up a number and tell me what it is?
I actually had a list of creatures.
Okay.
And I was having you roll.
You had a table
from...
to roll.
Yes, I had a table of sea creatures. And I had you roll from them. I think it was like 200 or something.
It needs to be more than 200. I mean, it could be. I have up to 194. It's my biggest number. Maybe it's 200.
Yeah, I think it was 216 or something like that. But I don't know where it is. I'll have to redo a list. No, because it won't line up with the ones you already have, which I forgot exactly which ones I gave.
F3, I have them here.
Sure.
Just need to ask him generate a
which
table.
Which ones did you have again?
I'm putting it in the chat. It's this ones. Marine 61, number 61, marine crocodile. Number 157, giant blowfish. 194, giant turtle, regular turtle.
Hold on. Let me double check if it's not here. History, not in history, locations, not in locations, not in the tournament, not in the things, not a handout, not in player's notes. Huh. It's not on the website itself. Not here. Let me check my bookmarks once again. Nope. Find me which ones you were and I'll try to find it again. They had marine crocodile, giant blowfish and turtle.
Oh no, I think I read it already.
Yeah, what?
I have regrets.
You
Have regrets?
Why?
I'm gonna make a joke, but I'm not.
While GM is distracted, we should point out what we are going to do.
That's also a
Yes.
good one. Yes.
Yes. Quite. Not all at once.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we have to find another way to solve the library issue, because that way is a no-go anymore.
Derkin is still somewhat puzzled by the whole tremors that seem connected to noise. In the same way that the noise turned progressively the lights down.
Okay, as this is going on, Avar is just piling on books in the shelves, in case someone accidentally knocks one over and just removes our single point of failure.
Right.
Either that, or I can just poke my head through again and see what's going on in there.
Why?
I'm curious. I mean,
You know what's happening on the other side, so
what is happening on the other side?
A huge mob.
Yeah,
I
huge
mean, they
mob.
could be having a barbecue inside the mirror dimension, for all you know.
The huge mob of me's, and me's are way more dangerous than yous.
They were used when you poked in, maybe. If a body pokes his head in, it's a body which is not
maybe.
necessarily a better thing, because if they all decide to cast something, that's lots of uncertainty.
If only there was someone that would be harmless for them to copy. Someone small, maybe.
Are you trying to shove the librarian in like that again?
Talking about me? Look, she's obviously afraid. You can tell by the look in her face as she goes a little bit pale. I don't know what's going on in there, but this thing you have here. What exactly did you try to do again? She's obviously trying to divert the subject.
Change the topic.
Yeah. Yes.
What is when she said this thing? What's she pointing to? What was she referring to?
The thing that you got when you went in, because you were given a book.
Wait,
you remember? You had a book.
You-
One that had pages that would only open after you've completed a certain...
Sorry. That one. Speaking of, no more updates on that one. No more pages open.
No. Nothing.
It just went back to a new page which had the same text as the first one.
Yes.
Bruh.
So basically, I need to explain the librarian. In the other side, there is a mirror world, kind of, and this friend here, pointing to Avaris, touched the wrong mirror and it broke, and now mirror creatures are leaking everywhere.
Um... But the note said... Wait, what mirror did you touch?
The wrong one.
We shows the right one multiple times, and
Oh.
it ended up in a loop
How do you know it's the right one?
because it's the one that. Sorry, what was the riddle again? I forgot.
The riddle.
The one on her paper or on the book?
The one that we knew that told us how to traverse the mirrors.
Your journey's been long. Your steps you should trace. Reflect on your path. Find your rightful place. The truest reflection will light up the way. So look to the mirror and don't go astray.
The other mirrors were disfigured. We went to the one that was not disfigured.
Yeah, and then what happened?
We continued going on, and it never stopped.
Don't forget the puzzle room. When we first
Yeah.
finished the mirror maze, we reached a different room that had some statues, and we could read another page which stated, "In ancient echoes, secrets reside, a whispered wisdom, a timeless guide. Listen closely to voices past. The path which you seek will not be your last."
That was the one. When was that? When did that appear?
When we got to the statue room,
So when we got to the puzzles,
yes.
and after the puzzles there was nothing.
After the puzzles, it dropped us back to the beginning of the mirror maze.
Okay.
Hmm. And did it just ongoing the same?
We tried repeating this cycle several times, and it just mirror maze, puzzle, mirror maze, puzzle,
Always the same mirror maze.
and
Can
same
I-
solution to the puzzles.
She holds out her hand. Can I see that for a second?
Sure. The Erkin extends, shows her the book.
Will not be your last. And that's true. It wasn't your last, right?
No, we did a few more times, and nothing seemed to change.
Every time you got there, it wasn't your last.
Are we supposed to die in there?
Well,
Sh-
right now it seems like the last time we were there is going to be the last because the mirror dimension seems a bit of a no-go zone currently.
She grabs the book, puts the note where it says the note that she originally had,
Mm-hmm.
which you stole from. Labyrinth of Truths. I mean, everything that you see here is true, right?
Yeah.
Could it be? Could this note be related to the book?
Which note?
She's asking about the paper with the labyrinth of facts thing.
Yes.
Could be because we did go into circles.
We're in a labyrinth of truths.
Yeah,
Wait,
maybe.
is it just telling us to be careful? What could be it?
I mean,
Huh.
beware can also mean to avoid.
Maybe. Have you tried on other shelves to see if you can go through them?
Me?
No, I go to another place on this corridor, and I try to do the same thing we did on to this one.
Uh-oh.
As we keep talking, I guess. Or are you just gonna throw the books on the ground?
Yeah. No, the Robert simply walks away from the conversation
Yeah,
and starts filing books.
But on the
Like,
same in the same corridor, right?
on the same corridor, another shelf, another bookcase.
But my question is, are you gently taking the books out, or are you just like shoving in
Oh, no,
and
be careful.
throwing books on the...
they're book.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But
Cause-
I just want not be the same bookshelf to see if
Mhm.
it would work. And I basically take the last book, I pick, and I put it back on. I don't want to. And okay, what I mean to say is, I take the last book, I add what the shelf,
Mhm.
and if it hurts, I don't need to put the book back.
Going to give you some time while people talk, I guess.
Yeah.
If you have anything else you wanted to say, Derek.
Not particularly,
Um,
unless the librarian says something else. But yes, suppose we could look at it as the labyrinth of facts.
is
But
the
truths.
best way that I can do this. Second. Also, Jakim, sorry. I saw Jakim on the right and I said the wrong name. Robert, you wanted to eat a dark water taffy thing, right?
Yes.
You want to roll 1 of 300?
It's 300. Oh.
It is now. It's been retconned. Whatever I had
you just
now,
unlocked 50% more
it's gonna be 300 now.
cards to collect.
142.
And there is no problem with collisions with the ones he already has, no?
No.
Yay.
ChatGPT has made sure of that, and I double checked.
Nice.
The fun thing is now I get to generate a description for this myself.
Oh, wait, the previous one had the descriptions?
No.
Oh.
Let me put it this way. The previous one had normal animals, and then I turned them into something interesting through my imagination. And now I just have 2 words, one being a description and one being a creature, and I'm gonna base myself on that.
Okay. Well, what is number 142?
It is a glimmering groper, however you pronounce this. It is
Glimmering groper.
It is an ugly fish. How do you say this in Portuguese?
Write it down.
What? Sorry.
Gropa. Literally garopa. I didn't know garopa was so ugly, but it is.
I mean, is there a pretty fish? Would you fuck a fish? I wouldn't.
That's not the whole extent of the word.
Pretty.
Pretty, yeah.
Yes.
Gropers.
Gropers
The
sounds like
Google is giving me the gropers
Grouper.
with OU, yeah.
Groper.
OU.
OU. This is a pretty large fish. That the way that they hunt other fish is through flashing lights, which gives it the glimmering name. These fish are also used for so sometimes fishermen use these fish at night in order to light up their boat so that it can repel certain fish to attract others.
Like a lure, is that it?
More like the opposite of a lure. You would scare away any fish that would use these. Any fish that would be hunted by this, and in return only leave the fish that they want to look for specifically.
You scare away certain fishes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There you have it. A glimmering grove.
Yay.
And you're
I
going to
only
eat
have
your
one
taffy
I'm going to eat my taffy. I
while
only have
you
one.
take the thing.
Yeah, I only have one left.
Okay.
Apparently, the English name is
Oh, wait.
speculated to actually be from the Portuguese garopa.
Oh
anyway,
no. Wait. Sorry, I do not have one left. They cost 2 each. What?
okay. And
Because I have 20 apparently. Wait, maybe I did some shit here.
Hmm?
In the end of the session, we see how many I have.
Wait, what happened? I'm
Because
confused.
no, on the price. How much did you say that the taffy work costed?
If it's not on Discord, I don't remember.
Yeah, same. Hey, that's my point. We see this after the session.
Okay. But didn't
Because
you buy a specific number of them, or?
I bought a specific number, but I remember in my mind I remember I bought 5, but maybe I bought more. And the thing is, maybe I opened and I forgot to reduce here,
Okay.
which is possible, because I have one thing here saying one silver piece each, but then in the price I have 2. So maybe, and on quantity I have 20. So this makes no sense.
Did you buy 20 of them?
Maybe I bought 20 of them for 2 gold, right?
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know. We see after the session. I don't want to waste people time.
Okay. Birkin. Give me a, what would this be? Intelligence check.
mayhaps.
Yep, give me an intelligence.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
You seemed unsure. That's why I was awaiting confirmation.
I was thinking if this would be the best decision to... Essentially, I want to give you a hint, but I don't want it to be too obvious.
Yes, you're you're checking first whether or not the character would think of this before you drop it.
Yes.
Bruh.
Is a 11.
I did not warm up the dice.
It did not.
That's what happened.
How do I put it? So the librarian just pointed out that you might have been in the Labyrinth of Truths, because the statement was always true. At the end of the labyrinth, you would come back to the first place. So the whole system you're in is probably what the first note is referring to as Labyrinth of Truths, but that doesn't really help you in trying to find what is the actual solution. But
yeah,
probably the note is just telling you that the solution in the book is not correct. Because it leads you into the Labyrinth of Truths. You'll be forever stuck in the loop because the last thing says, oh, this is not the last thing.
If
Does that help?
all the puzzles were useless.
Not any specific course of action, just that what we were doing would confirms that our suspicion that it's an infinite loop that it goes nowhere.
Yes.
So okay, we were right to stop it. Where to go next is a different question.
Yes, that's the one that an 11 can't give you more information. I'm sorry.
Right.
You'll have to get there on your own. Meanwhile, Robert is taking books out of a shelf and a bars. Have any suggestions of what you want to do?
So I've stacked the books in the shelf again. So when
All of
I'm
them?
over, not all of them, like a few per shelf.
Mhm.
Just make sure, cover all our bases. Now I'm just wandering around. I don't have anything in particular that I can do, I think.
You think? You want
Has the hot demon
to?
mama answered?
No, not yet.
She's just leaving me on read, right? Okay. On red, sorry.
You did say that she was a little busy at the moment,
Please.
right?
Yes.
However, have Robert taking books out of a different shelf. And you could investigate the rest of the library if you had a source of light. If there's anything you wanted to look for.
I can help Robert,
Or
I guess.
you could try to communicate with the demon again. That's also an option.
That would perhaps lead me to bad things with if I annoy her. And I think that last night was enough. So no. That's a definite no on that. Asked once, was polite. Let's not push our luck. I can look around for books, like just browsing, see if there's anything in particular that catches my eye.
Are you looking for anything specific? Remember, you
That
are in
might
a
be
section
related.
that was more related to magic than anything else.
Yep. So anything that says clones, mirrors, things like that.
Okay.
What do you want me to
Dirkin.
roll?
No, nothing yet. Dirkin, did you want to ask anything else from the librarian?
Oh, sorry, because I was a bit trying to see if the text on the book pages could have been read in some other way.
That's
If I comment what you told me with my measly 11 to the librarian, does she have other comments?
she's just confused what it would mean by beware. Like, don't go in, or
Yeah, but what if I, because of what you told
Mhm.
me, that it could refer to the book being deceiving in a way, so or at least that's
Yeah.
telling you about how it's a trap, kind of. And
That is your interpretation, not what she said.
not what she said, what you said. Well, my interpretation of what you said. So when my question was if telling her what you told me, if makes her say something else.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give it to me.
Sorry. Yeah.
She said,
Could this message be warning about how the could it be trying to warn about these cyclical trap nature of that we found out about this mirror maze, and to look at these rhyming things as in a different light, if it could be trying to clue us in a different way to interpret this.
In that way, I just have a question. How would it... Why does it say your journey's been long? Maybe... If it gives the same thing to everyone, why would they know journey's been long?
Well,
is it assuming that you're already looping?
Because of that, you see that this is also the first page, but also after we did the puzzles, it repeats, so we have the same stanza again.
Yeah, but if it's the first time, why would it say your journey's been long?
Artistic liberty?
Yeah, but wouldn't... Okay, so something about this library. There is no room for interpretations here, as in, when you want a specific book, you can get the book that you're looking for. You don't have to...
Yes.
You don't have to... It doesn't have to interpret what you're trying to think. It knows what you're trying to think. So I would find it weird that it's artistic interpretation of what is essentially a riddle. Does that make sense?
Could be. You never know when you might be overthinking the text. But yes, you could say it's odd. That's already a long journey as the first step.
And the last one, so look to the mirror and don't go astray. It's telling you to follow the path that you thought was correct, right?
That was our interpretation.
So do you just do everything in reverse? Like in the opposite thing that you would expect it to be? So you don't trace your steps, you don't reflect on your path, you don't find your rightful place. What is your rightful place? Did you find your rightful place?
Rightful place? No, but but we did try to about the reflect part. We did try to go back, but at every step we just go back to the start. If you go back.
But you did reflect. You did find the truest reflection to light up the way.
To our understanding, yes, that's each room had 3 mirror walls, and our interpretation of this is the truest reflection being the one without distortions. So there was a mirror, one of the mirrors was a plain mirror, and the others were distorted, and our interpretation is the truest reflection is to follow the undistorted one, and that worked well.
What if
it did lead us around.
What if you didn't look to the mirror and went astray? Did you try that?
Do you mean touching a different mirror while looking at the correct one?
That could be. If we're trying to do everything wrong.
I mean, well, we did not try that. No, we avoided touching the other ones. Well, for the most part, until yeah, you saw.
By this time, Robert would have most of the shelf. Well, almost all of the shelf taken out.
And by now, it's also a bit dangerous to go back in unless things changed.
You wanted to take everything else out and then try to put your head through, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say I hope
And-
you didn't decide to go with your forehead against a shelf, because you're gonna hit whatever you decide to go into.
So I had but a shelf. Is that it?
DS.
Okay, let me roll for it.
Wait,
Yes.
you're saying that he collided with the actual bookshelf?
Yes.
Okay, so no phantasmagorical shenanigans on that one.
Not on that one.
I don't have my. Oh, I don't have the macro for the unarmed attack. Sorry.
You don't need to.
So
You don't
just-
unarm attack the shelf. You just bonk it.
I mean,
You bonk yourself on it. You just roll for.
I assume you're not
ego
gonna.
damage.
I assume you're not gonna like run into it, right? You're just trying to put your head through.
yeah, just trying to put my head through.
So you don't need to roll anything.
Yeah.
In the same way, you don't take actual physical damage when you bump your pinky into your bed at night.
I mean,
You do take a bit of non-lethal damage, depending on how
you do
seriously
take
it is.
damage.
And like I just said before, he does need to roll for ego damage though,
How?
because you bonked yourself in a silly situation. Now you feel dumb.
He doesn't.
I feel them all the time, my friend. That changes nothing. Nothing.
That's what I was gonna say. Go on.
Okay. So apparently it's that one, or maybe just some chosen bookcases. What do we want to do?
The mirror dimension seems a bit dangerous to go into now, although our librarian friend here suggested new things to try out.
You were hearing the
Although-
conversation. Everyone was hearing the conversation, so you don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to decide on what we should discuss between ourselves. What do we want to do? That was all.
Although there's also the matter of, okay, looking at the other mirror while touching a different one. Well, I don't know how plausible that sounds, because last time someone touched a wrong mirror, they started leaking things, and they almost
Yeah.
got pulled in.
Trying to interrupt. I was looking through something. Abaris, why do you have -3 knowledge nature?
Is he dumb?
You have negative ranks in knowledge nature. You put
Negative
-3
ranks.
points.
That's an excellent question. Why do I have negative rank in knowledge nature?
You actively
f-
unlearned nature.
Did you try to add and misclick the arrow, or are you
Let me
supposed to
put it
have
0.
knowledge nature?
Let me check. I don't think I am supposed to.
Actually, it's a bit.
Let's see. Let's
sure.
see.
I would say it's a
Nice
shortcoming of the character sheet here is that you have no way of counting
should have
the
a
total
rank.
ranks
A single
to
rank.
see.
Hmm?
You should have a single rank.
I should have a single rank. Yes.
One shortcoming of this character sheet is not having an easy way to track your total skill ranks.
Yeah. So. Well, just don't mess up.
Yeah. Well,
Just get good.
I have recently made sure that everything was fine on my other character sheet, which I had not kept up to date, but no, everything is fine.
Other character sheet?
I have a thingy on the Google spreadsheet.
Oh, okay, same.
I was gonna ask Abaris to roll a knowledge arcana.
Yes, sir. I was just checking if it was.
Damn.
Okay.
That die was warmed up.
That was the real long roll, right? Not the.
Nice.
Not the one. You wanted to know if he's gonna find just something that is not related to the current topic, is that it? No, so Abaris, you were looking for books about mirrors, about reflections, about, well, possibly anything
Bones.
related to what is happening right now?
Yes.
You do find a book. Actually, you find two specific books. One of them being about mimics and you.
Oh no.
How to live with a mimic.
No, it's
Mimics for Dummies.
one. Yes,
Mimics for Dummies. That's a nice
which you're you skim through just to be sure of what this is. It does state that mimics need to mimic an object and something that is not living, so you're probably not dealing with these
one.
things
These kind
here.
of mimics, yeah.
Yeah, but it is pretty insightful book into mimics, should it be interesting in the future. The other book that you do find has to do not with mimics, but with doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers.
Yes. You see how the two are related to each other? This one's the doppelgangers and you. Give me 1 second.
It should be named Doppelgangers and Us.
Doppelgangers for the masses.
Actually, not doppelgangers, not you.
Nice.
Nice.
You have the mimics in you, and you have the doppelgangers, not you. Both by the same author. What it
I'm expecting an incredibly good name. What's the name?
no.
Oaf? That's the
If-
name? Oaf?
No, hold on. Last week I had the John StarQuest, Mr. Quest, as you were introduced as. Remember this person?
What? Sorry?
Do you remember who
What?
John StarQuest is?
John StarQuest?
Also known as Mr. Quest?
Oh yeah, I remember Mr. Quest, yes.
Wait.
That's him?
I find.
No. That's the name of the last name that I gave you that I hope you wrote down, because I forgot to write it down, but now
Yeah.
I have it. John.
What is this conversation with the Mr. Quest? Is this campaign stuff or from his?
It's Mr. Yeah, it's
From last session. You were asking about someone who might be able to understand the creature that is a virus. That is posing as a virus.
the doppelganger.
Yes. The whatever tongue it was speaking.
and she said there is a Mr. Quest.
Yes. He's very into linguistics. And he often makes jokes about people coming up to him to find adventurers coming up to him to look for quests. That's why he calls himself Mr. Quest.
Uh-huh.
How do I remember these things?
They just get stuck in your head?
Yes. Even though I definitely didn't come up with it on the spot.
You didn't?
No, definitely not.
Yep.
Let me find here. Why is everything coming up with quest? I don't want another quest. What kind of name is this?
You have tainted the You have tainted Mr. GPT.
No, it's
Oh,
not
there was-
GPT.
There was a Mr. MacGuffin. I forgot.
Wait, so Mr. McGuffin was from
Elixirs
the
of
author of
Existence. Story.
yeah. True that.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Okay.
MacGuffin is a incredible name.
Okay.
Mr. McGuffin.
Super proud.
Okay.
Elixirs of existence.
Uriel Alexander. And it's not spelled the way that you would expect.
Of course.
A lot of Zs.
No. Lots of X's. And R's.
Alexander.
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 Let me skimming quickly through the book.
Sounds like an elf.
So these creatures look in its natural form kind of like a human, but they're a little bit more slender. Their limbs seem to be not fully formed sometimes. Their eyes are not there, as if they're always staring into the abyss. These are creatures that infiltrate societies, so they can gather influence and breed their offspring in order to try to take over the entire society that they are a part of. They do start off with usually with simpler tribes, being something like goblins or orcs, and then they try to go through things that are a little bit more complex, like the society that you live in. See. What else? They usually use their ability to mimic people in order to stage ambushes and bait traps, which would be pretty close to what they were doing originally, right? Trying to mimic
Say so.
themselves off as you, and then try to bait you into getting closer. Probably try to pull you in and eat you or something. Does it have anything to say about eating habits? They enjoy. Oh, here's something a Baris would like. No,
Oh no.
They do enjoy trying to mingle with other people of races that they are not familiar with and try to understand.
Saying that, sorry, saying that after name dropping Gabarish, sounds like there's a couple of air quotes around mingle.
Exactly.
We'll get there. Because they usually like to not stay in just one specific place. After they've infiltrated most of a society, they will try to branch out and go into others, because they do like seeking out different races and genders, as well as getting into romantic relationships with people who are not doppelgangers. That is...
GM.
Yes.
GM.
Yes.
Is this entire adventure like your and Barry's sexy
No.
roleplay thingy?
No.
The magical realm. That
Yeah,
you entered their magical realm.
Am I and Derkin the spectators?
No. The voyeur
Is
is
this
in
some
it.
sort
The
of
spectators.
Why are you
Is-
being weird?
Am I being weird? I don't know. For some reason, I feel like the solution for many issues in life is Barry's dick. So
Has it
I
ever
don't know.
failed us? Has
So-
the Barry's dick ever failed us?
let me put
I'm
it
being
this way.
really serious.
You understand? That's the issue I have.
Okay. Is it the best solution? I don't know. Is it a solution? Apparently, yes.
Okay. So,
You can't argue with results, you know?
continuing
If it works,
continuing with reading through the book. This leads to doppelgangers usually taking on the form of one specific person, usually killing that person in the process, just so they won't interfere with their plans. And trying to infiltrate through the person. Some of these mimics also have been known to possess not only the ability to copy the appearance of who they disguise as, but also maybe even taking their memories. Or by the time they were found out, they were already there for so long that they already knew what they were doing. It's hard to really tell.
So they try to replace a member of the society they're trying to infiltrate.
And they have their skills. Either they've been infiltrating that place for a really long time, or they actually stole that from their victims. Hard to really tell.
Spoopy.
Yeah, there's no confirmation of either case. It's just, how do they know how to do certain things or know certain things about their past? Maybe they were mimic all along, doppelganger all along.
Maybe they're a mimic.
Maybe they're a mimic.
Maybe that's why.
Which leaves the question. Languages. Apparently they, from what you see in the book, they almost all of them know how to speak common. Which would make sense if they're trying to infiltrate human society.
It does conflict a bit with this one
Yes.
seemingly not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it didn't want to talk with us. Maybe we are the issue.
No, he seemed to not understand. It's not
True.
Yes.
The description was such that
Not only didn't understand, but replied in whatever language he was speaking. Which is conflicting information from what you've read, that they usually know common instead. Have anything else you want to read further into about either mimics or doppelgangers?
nope.
Okay. You have these two books with you. Want to add anything before we move on?
So guys,
Share
what's
with
our
the
plan?
class?
We go in?
I mean, we have to go somewhere, you know?
I mean, we can go out. The door is right over there. But with that said, we still have no plan to deal with the Night Stalker? It's Night Stalker, right?
Okay.
I forgot the name of the creature.
What is the Night Stalker?
Oh,
The Dream Eater?
yeah, that. Sorry, I forgot the name.
that's currently not on the top 5 of things looming over you.
It is looming over Robert.
Yeah, it is.
In
the system I
specific.
eat at all.
But I mean, right now because of the things going on around.
Let's agree to disagree because it's what I'm currently worried about.
So we have to do something about this situation. And you've already put... Apparently by doing things wrong, you've already messed us up. So I think it's your responsibility to try to fix this mess. She hands the book. She hands the book back to Durkin.
Oh, she's talking to us in general or to Dirk in
Yes.
specific?
To you in general, you asked what you were going to do, and she just pointed that out and gives the book back to Durgan.
Well, you have an attitude.
Who was the one that found this note?
I don't know. I was not here.
Uh-huh. Well, you've already been meddling with things you shouldn't, so my suggestion would be that you fix it. You can fix it, right? Right?
Uh,
Yeah, of course. It's our specialty. But you know, those stones that emit light, they're allergic to little bitches. So I take her stone, her magic stone of light.
She couldn't care less. No.
I'll fight the demons myself, and if I fail, you all gonna die. Let's go, guys.
Everybody shrugs his shoulders and says, okay, that's fine.
Is Boris, I have an important question. Is he taking the books with him, or did he leave them back on the shelf?
I'll keep them for now.
Like, just hold them, carry them, or...
Carry them.
Okay. So what's
They're
the
like in
plan?
the bag.
What are you gonna do?
They're in my bag. They're in my bag.
Derek in your bag. The plan for me, at least, is going in, killing as many of those guys as possible, and shoving it all in the face of the librarian.
That's bound to go well.
Basically, that's it.
Just that the mirror room is looking quite dangerous right now to try the other thing.
It
The
is.
suggestion from the librarian.
It is.
Is it a question
No,
or a
I'm
statement? Okay.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
it is looking dangerous, especially considering the fact that this creature was running faster than you could run at some point.
Quite, yes. Although the creature seemed very intent on running away,
Mm-hmm.
which leads us back to the door to the void. What would happen? That would actually happen if someone were to open it.
I think deep down, Durkin is feeling the call of the void. Quite literally.
Must go.
I must go. My people need me.
You know what the call of the void is, right? Just
Of course I do, but our viewers may not know.
Nice. True. That's very true.
Call of the void is they usually call it in French. Call of the void is the thing you feel when you think of something really stupid to do that would probably get yourself killed.
Yeah, like the impulse to jump off a cliff, a
Yes.
very tall cliff.
To run in front
That
of
is
a...
also-
I was gonna say run in front of a bus, but that might not be.
So
Might be a little bit
Call of
insensitive.
the Void.
Call the V.
V is void for real.
No, V is life.
No, it's VIDE, right? Vid?
Vid. I don't know.
I don't speak French. Pardon my French.
Uh, there is a different term for that in English, which
L'appel de
uses the
vide.
word death or kill.
L'appel de
Vide.
vide.
Oui, oui, oui.
The V.
Are you
Anyway.
okay? Are you choking?
I was just speaking French.
He did not have a furball. He had a baguette stuck in his throat.
You can call it a baguette all you want, we know the truth. Anyway, that is what the Call of the Void is. In this case, it was a little bit more literal. So, what's the plan?
Excellent question.
I mean, Robert wanted to go inside, right?
Yep, we're going inside,
Then,
and we fight them, and we fight the guys.
and we fight the guys.
We win. Big party,
And we go out for lunch.
Yep.
Sounds reasonable.
and we kill the Demeter, and everybody's happy. Big party.
Woot woot.
Famous last words.
Okay. I just realized Kami is in YouTube chat this time. But I
Wait,
didn't
we have
notice.
viewers.
It's Kami.
I
Okay.
wouldn't know. I only watch it on one side.
Yeah, I looked at the other chat. Sorry, I didn't see your message up until now. So remind me again, you go in and you kill them?
Guns
Then they wake
blazing.
up. Then they woke up and went to school.
Is that the plan then?
I mean, anyone has a better plan. Speak now.
Yeah, Derkin is not very convinced about that because there's like lots of them.
Well, I don't want to be the person that tells you this, but we are 3.
Yes,
That's
that's
a
not
lot.
many. So you see, we are 3. They have. Let's not get clever. They have like 9 at least.
So what's your plan?
Derkin isn't really sure what to do, but that sounds a bit suicidal.
Okay, what's your plan?
Derkin's still thinking about the door.
The appeal of the door is very intense.
And before Derkin gets there, and it's locked, magically locked in some way, it doesn't open.
To say.
I'm ready to go, honestly.
I mean,
Ready
yeah.
and roaring.
If you guys want to be fancy, we can lure them through the corridor, and we funnel them.
I'm just going to remind Abaris what he read about doppelgangers maybe taking on the abilities of their replication targets.
Oh, it's true. We should
know
put
that.
someone useless in the front.
Remember,
Yes.
you read that?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So we should...
Just
The
trying to
librarian should go
remind you
first.
that it might be important.
If Derkin was in front and it was like inverse effect of potions, would they heal us instead of harming us?
What?
Like it... So they're a mirror version. So they are reversed. In this
I'm pretty sure
reality,
that's not how it works, mate.
Bruh, never.
But points for the originality.
It's not very original, to be honest. Very common trope. Anyway,
No? You guys want to go in? Is that the plan?
I want to see, I want to align with Durkin, so we don't do anything that it is not comfortable doing.
I mean,
So-
yeah, Derkin doesn't really think that there's any coming out of that room if you step in with all of those mimics or whatever. Seems like yeah, actually suicidal.
What is your alternative plan?
I don't really have one. Doesn't change the fact that that one looks suicidal.
I'm waiting.
Same.
Yeah.
I would like. So,
Actually, something.
what do you propose, Durkin?
I've said it's not like I have an alternative plan, but I mean that doesn't change the fact that it's only. Hey, do you want to stay still or want to jump down the cliff?
I mean, the librarian could go first, to be honest.
Robert will not like to endanger innocent person, even though she's bitchy.
That's the point, though. If she goes in front, we're not endangering her. If any of us goes first. Okay, first, this is in character. I assume the librarian is listening in.
Yes.
If she goes first, there's less danger for her in case the doppelgangers escape. Unless you're a super powerful wizard in hiding. That's something that can happen. Are you?
No.
Who me?
Yes, you.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Do I look like a wizard?
no? You could be a sorceress, though. No? $7
No.
of a 7 sun or $7? 7 squared. Lots of power.
Not as far as I know.
isn't
Darn.
it
How was I
seven-
supposed to know?
Isn't it the seventh son of the seventh son of the seventh son of the seventh son of the
No,
seventh
it's 7
son?
sun of a 7 sun is the most common.
No, it's 7 times. I'm pretty sure I heard it.
Mm,
It's
I'm
7 to
pretty
the
sure you
power of 7. That's why they're so rare.
Anyway, what's the plan?
We going in, and if Avaris does his magic, Robert might accept that the lady goes first.
I need a really convincing argument / diplomacy to convince her to go in, because she's clearly afraid.
roll.
But give me your argument first as to why she should go in first.
Okay, Ebari's argument goes like this. So, we've seen that the doppelgangers copy the first person that pokes their head into the room after everyone leaves. As I said, unless you're a wizard or a sorceress or someone very powerful in hiding, if they copy any of us and escape, you're in danger. Since you seem to be the most harmless out of all of us, if you could just poke your head through first, you don't have to go inside completely, you just have to poke your head through. We can then go in ourselves and handle the situation, and you can back out safely.
Give me your diplomacy.
Yes, sir.
I need to see this.
Damn.
A natural 7.
With a plus 12.
You know it.
What do you have?
There
Plus
is no further
12?
way.
Which charisma do you have?
18
Yes.
plus 4.
Okay, +4. Fair enough.
No, my modifier is 6. I have base score 18 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you really think that's safer than I'll just you going in and dealing with it yourself? I can close the door behind you.
She's smart. Damn it. She's a librarian for a reason. How do I answer this? Anyone wants to back me up?
Would you like the magic stone that gives off light?
Well, what would that change?
It could be a reward.
Don't really care either way. Why would I care about your stone thing?
I mean, wasn't she super into the stone before?
No.
She barely noticed it.
She was doing things in the dark before you give her the stone, even though she can't see in the dark. That's the kind of person she is.
Okay. So I might have thought of something else then. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
You were the one who was like, okay, just do yourself a favor
Have
and
the
have
stone.
this. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Like, do yourself a favor, you're seeing in the dark, you can't see in the dark, just have this. She's like, oh, okay. And kept doing the same thing.
Okay.
But now with light.
Yes, that would be safer for you. Sorry. Just to move things along.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, that doesn't solve the problem. This room will still be here. Someone else might stumble upon it. And it will all go happen again. You won't be able to ensure the safety of the next person. And if you just poke your head through and let us in, you can still close the door behind us. And we'll just deal with the copies. Your copies.
How do we get back though?
Insert Omni-Man meme here. Sorry.
Look at what I need to do.
No.
No,
That's the fun part. You don't.
That's a fun part.
Sorry. Go on.
Do we have anything to communicate with? I don't remember.
Do you have like a message spell or something?
What I was gonna suggest.
Yeah. Let me look.
Doesn't seem completely against the idea. Now that you've mentioned that, well, you do go in and something bad happens, you're still going to be in a lot of trouble. Means doesn't solve the situation.
Yep.
Well, if you're saying that I can just go in and out, you'll be right behind me though, right?
Yes, you don't need to go in all the way. Just poke your head.
Just my head?
Just your head.
Oh, okay. And then I come back out and I close the bookshelf?
Okay, I have to ask this because out of character. How wide is this door / bookcase? Can like someone poke their head in and someone else go through at the same time?
Yes.
Because my whole plan hinges on that. Her
Yes,
having
this
her
is
head through first, and someone immediately after goes in.
this
without
corridor
her
is
doing
wide enough where all four of you could stand hand in hand next to each other.
So she first pokes her through, and we rush in. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Seems
But
about right. I go in the front, so before after the lady, but you know.
yeah, but probably best that she doesn't pose it so that we can return.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if she can keep her head just poking through, it's probably ideal. But let's see.
So stay with her head poking in? Is that the plan?
If she's in danger, okay. So we communicate that if she feels that she's in danger, she can back out and close the door.
Okay. Second.
She'll be like a mole with just her head poking through.
Make sure something's right.
I wonder what would happen if I do minor image inside this object, inside this room.
What is minor
Would I get
image?
an ally? Basically, it essentially creates a mirror in the air, which can produce images and sounds, minor sounds, like a mirror.
There's one way to find
Nice.
out.
It's basically an illusion, so perhaps it doesn't count, since
What
the
is
others are mirrors.
what is the concoction you're preparing, Derek?
I want to pot up and have shield the spell.
Okay, how long
On me.
does that take again?
Preparing something is a minute.
Okay.
The spell itself is a minute per level, so it also should last.
Okay.
Actually, I need to wait a second because I am high enough level that I will use here. Yes. And how many can I use? 5. I
My hand tracking just died.
F.
I heard the windows doodle.
Okay. Did the Windows to Doom back?
USB device not recognized. Nice. But go on. You were saying, Derek?
I can share this, so I can actually give shield to other people as well.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
and
nice.
you're gonna do Bluebeard's gnome opera.
What? Sorry, what?
You're gonna be Bluebeard gnome opera. You
Yeah.
get a shield.
Okay.
You get a
Yeah.
shield.
You got the shield. You got the shield. Yes, we can do that.
Give one to Abaris and one to Robert.
What does shield do exactly? Plus 2 AC?
+4 shield bonus to AC, applies to incorporeal attacks, negates magic missiles targeted at.
Plus 4 AC, it's very nice.
Yes, it is.
Just had scaling per level, right?
Oh shit! I need to open the spell page then.
As in, I think it starts at +2, and now you're at +4.
Let's find the spell guild. Perdão. Shield creates an invisible shield of force that hovers in front of you, negates magic missiles attacks directed at you. +4 shield bonus to AC. Applies against incorporeal.
Oh, it's just flat
Has no armor
+4.
check penalty and arcane spell failure chance. So yes, it's just a free +4 AC bonus. 1 minute per levels. So that also means it will last for whatever the encounter is likely to last.
Do they have to drink it before you make the next one? Is that
No.
okay? You're going to prepare shields for all three of them. What about the librarian?
Does she need one?
It's up to you to decide. Well, that would be something she would ask, like, what are you doing? And
Fair. um, this should help us if we must fight. This will make it. This will give us some protection.
don't I need it as well, just in case?
Do you intend to fight?
No, but what if something happens?
Mm, there's a limited amount that Derkin can make, but it should be okay. You know what? Sure.
But the proper word is worth.
Sure. Derkin can make you as well. One as well.
You see her sigh with relief. As in anything that will keep her safe will definitely calm her down.
A placebo would have worked.
So,
Yeah, that's not very lawful good of you. Anyway, Derkin makes an extra concoction thing that he just stores.
doors.
On myself, I can carry them. As long as they're with me, they're still valid.
With the extra one is sorry.
Cure light wounds, I've marked it as
Okay.
prepared in my character sheet.
Okay. So, having Durkin prepare things for 5 minutes, right?
Yep.
Do you have anything you want to talk through in 5 minutes? Game plan? She pokes her head in. You run in right after?
So, yeah, and after we deal with the creatures, we want to touch the mirror. Is that it? Touch the mirror while looking at another one. That's our end game, right?
Looking at the correct mirror, step into the wrong mirror. As per the librarian's comment.
Is that the plan?
Let's go.
Seems like it.
Hey. So, you guys take the books out of the shelf while Durkin is still preparing his last concoctions. The librarian is increasingly nervous as when the... Yes?
Sorry, what would be a good weapon to kill doppelgangers?
I don't know.
Doppelganger be gone.
The...
I mean,
second.
they're going to be a small lady, right?
Hopefully.
So
There's a number of assumptions going on, but yes.
yeah. What would be the best weapon to hit a small lady?
A long sword.
The back of their hand.
That's called the pimp hand. The mighty pimp hand.
I've heard the giggle.
Does anyone remember Boondock Saints? Oh, the Boondocks. The Boondocks, sorry.
I know about it, but I didn't really watch it.
Okay.
So I know a couple of memes from that.
Robert makes a broom.
A broom?
I feel like a broom,
Broom.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Broom.
heard a room,
Yeah.
so I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Makes the room, the movie. He's hitting people with the movie.
All right.
I genuinely thought it was a room for some reason, somehow.
So, the librarian, once the last book is getting off of the shelf, takes a shot of whatever Dirkin prepared, feeling emboldened, pokes her head through. All of you roll a reflex save.
Because they're the shit ton of them. Yay!
Okay.
Reflex.
Not bad.
Wait. Where's my character sheet? You said reflex save, yeah?
Yes,
Indeed.
as you're all preparing to run in. Robert, as she pokes her head through, you notice that she's falling over forward as if she's being pulled inside. Have an action that you can take in light of this information.
I tried to grab her.
Going in all the way.
So my idea is like with one hand, I go to grab her, and with the other one I'm already preparing the broom to hit whatever is pulling her on the other side.
I love the broom.
Give me a strength check.
Robert is strong.
Let's hope so.
Ooh.
So with one hand, you're trying to hold her back from whatever's pulling her inside. As you prepare the broom, you're only holding with one hand, it's not enough, and she gets dragged inside.
Okay.
But you do have your broom prepared as you all rush inside.
So we're going in either way, so let's fucking go.
Yes. Second.
Wait. I'm already preparing to roll initiative.
Actually, I can
My
do
hand.
something funny. If you give me, like...
Like
Yeah, same.
F.
Oh no.
We lost him.
I bet he's going to do the. Oh, it's not me, it's her. Routine.
Well,
It-
he's moving according to the stream motion capture thing,
So
But-
it's just us that can't hear him.
but we cannot hear him.
Just give me a second.
Ih,
Oh
caraças.
no.
The demon has possessed them.
Sorry, I was going to answer your question, and I had noticed that I had two of the programs that I use for my voice, and I closed the one that didn't have the things, and it broke the other one. So, I was going to say, I can't answer what I was going to do, but I will need just a second to prepare.
Okay. Copy paste as you will.
How do I do this? Add this and then remove. Hopefully this won't crash. Trust me, I'm preparing something that will be funny.
You're cooking.
Is it? Are they all going to say it's her? It's me, not her. Something like that. I'm the real her.
I could also do another thing that would be funny, but that would take way too much preparation for what I have prepared. This one is just a funny little thing. Okay. So idea is all three of that. Do this. And hopefully you don't hear anything weird, do you?
Define weird.
Yeah.
Not currently.
Not currently. Okay, good. So, all three of you rush in. Does it make a difference which order you rush in, as in left to right?
I'm first
You're first.
because I was close to the lady. I wanted to be first to be sure I grab most of them.
Okay. All three of you run inside.
Mhm.
Quick save. All three of you run inside.
Ah, shit.
And when you do, you hear the librarian's scream. Save me! Save me! Save me! Was it worth
Did
the
any of
wait?
them? It had the effect you wanted. Did any of them not say "save me"?
I know all of them. I just didn't want to do this like 90
Okay,
different
yeah.
times. Okay, I did 4.
There are 90 monsters? Oh no!
No, I'm
There's
just hyperbolic.
I understood.
11.
Sorry,
Who
there's
is there in the bar? Is there?
there's one missing.
Albert.
There's a knockdown Avaris. There's a real Avaris. There are two. Robert.
Sorry, there's
One with a tower.
this one here, that one there, and that one there.
Yeah.
This would be here.
We need to use the mirror, the opposite mirror, to figure out the real one.
Yep. Well, anyway, Robert moves and attacks
give-
this one.
Give me a
Of
a
course.
second. Where do I put initiative things again? Where's this?
This is going to overflow the screen.
It
Turn
is.
order.
Do groups maybe. It would be easier, no?
Just wait. Clear all turns. Clear.
Question. Sorry.
Mhm.
Oi. So there's the knockdown Avaris that we knocked down earlier, I
It
assume.
is yes.
Conscious, yeah.
No,
And there's a random.
he's been untied. Oh,
Sorry?
that one is not supposed to be there. Sorry.
Okay, that's the question mostly.
He is not tied anymore though. The other bars. Yes.
But
He's
is he in what? Is he
Yes.
still unconscious then? Okay.
Yes. Let me change the token thing so it's. But he is not untied and he is still a bars.
Yay.
You have the turn order. Let me do 2 rolls. One for the ones inside and one for the ones on the other side of the mirror. Wait. You can all roll initiative, by the way.
I'm already there.
I know.
Yeah.
1.
Ish.
Oh. Hey, look at them. All prepared to be
The ones
bombed.
inside and the ones outside.
Give me a second.
Yeah. The thing is, collateral damage.
Boo.
Yeah.
Uh,
You literally know where the real one is, so I don't see the issue.
True.
Just throw away from her.
How do I... They changed these things. How do I add a turn... Oh, there it is. Add turn. One is there, and the other one's...
Why doesn't Robert have his name on the turn order? He's in the list, but no name.
Wait, really?
You're the one with no name on my side, my friend.
I see there's something going on because I see Abariz's name.
On the stream. Is his nameplate... Is his name not for
For
everyone?
the stream, only Abarish has a name. Neither of
Yeah.
us has. I see my own name and Abarish.
Okay, that's weird. There's something...
Yeah.
If it was the same for everyone, as in you didn't see each other, that would be understandable, but not like this. So I don't know. I'm just gonna roll it down to Roll20 shenanigans. You guys have all rolled, right?
Yep.
So, one is 22. Oh, sorry, not this one. One inside is 22, and the other one outside is 18. Then ordered descending. Right, so as you all run in to go after the librarian, these creatures, well, librarian, all try to surround you. Put it like this. There's clearly one that is not... Well, actually there's two that do not try to surround you.
There's two. Okay.
Yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is the attack roll? This would be 2, 8. I should have made a macro for this. Roll 1d20 plus 8. Yes, I definitely should have made a macro for this. So, Durkin, one of them rushes right in front of you. You see that her arm, after pulling back to try to swipe you, almost like the arm grows in size before hitting you, trying to swipe you with its claws. You remember that you took a potion before you came in.
Yes.
So
Speaking of, yeah, we should put the icons. Could be relevant.
I don't think it will be. Does that hit?
No, AC is 19.
Okay. Robert, the one right in front of you as well,
Wait, that's a
swipes at you twice. With its arms also growing with each swipe and then turning back to its normal form. Does any of the two hit?
So
10 and 19.
10 and 19, right?
Mhm.
So my AC is currently 23.
Okay, those do not hit. And the same for
Right.
Abaris. 1 and 2.
No.
Uh,
19.
13 and 10. They do not hit, right?
No.
Okay. So these creatures surround you, trying to swipe at you. Apparently all of them being deflected. Part of them being deflected by the enhancement that you have, and part of them just missing outright. You're fending off for yourselves.
I heckle them, saying, "Ha, your might is nothing compared to Derkin's Bruce."
All right, Durkin. Your turn.
I guess. So our plan actually was to just sidestep the whole thing. Is it still feasible to just
Ignore
Exactly,
and
that I'm
go
just
to the
here.
side.
Since I'm just 1 square away, would it be possible to just 5 foot square while looking at the mirror?
Yes, it would be. You would be right next to the mirror, and you could try to touch and see what happened. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, here goes nothing, I guess.
Derkin starting a new encounter before finishing the previous one. And
That-
now you're
Is that your plan?
I mean, was that not the plan to try to just?
Robert's plan was to kill the demons thingies and then do that. But first we deal with them.
Keep in mind that the librarian is also being, well, held hostage is not the right word, but in danger.
There's a creature there. Yeah.
Can we mark the one we think is the original?
You
I mean,
can. It's being mirrored by the mirror.
Wait.
I'll be
This is
updating that.
relevant. Did Robert give her a magic axe to put on her
No.
forehead? Did I spend all of them?
No, but you didn't bring it up, so I would assume you didn't. It was not part
Oh,
of the
damn.
preparation.
No, if I did it, I did it on another session, not this one.
No.
I don't remember doing it.
I think I
I
would have
don't think you
remembered.
did.
I think she would have remembered. As in, she would be, you know, a little bit upset that you did it without consent. Or she would have given it, in which case I would remember that.
So, Derkin?
1 second. Let's just check something.
On solo.
By the way, Robert,
Robert?
off character. I posted the seventh son of a seventh son thing.
Mhm.
It's just that.
Oh, I know. I was saying in character. That was the joke.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It was the seventh son of the seventh son of the seventh son 7 times.
I didn't understand that you were in character.
That was the joke.
You didn't get it.
That's the joke. Right,
The junk.
Durkin, what is your plan?
Oh no. I feel like Durkin would be a good villain for Undertale. You know,
Why?
the one Sans, the one that doesn't end his turn.
Yes, but okay, I guess.
Right, Durkin. What is the plan?
Yeah.
You're conflicted between staying and going. What is your heart telling you?
Should I stay or should I go?
I mean, also if I attempt to attack, it also provokes attack of opportunity. Anyway.
At least 2.
5 foot step back and randomly throw bombs from the other side.
That's bound to go well.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, let's step. This is already going badly. That's
As is, yeah. Let's not make it worse.
Mm-hmm. Yes? I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're going to do.
Well, I said to step
Into the mirror?
Not to touch the mirror. Not sure if there's anything that happens because last time
Just,
Abarish didn't
just
pass through it,
confirm
but-
to me, what are you trying to do? You've said 5-foot step, that's all you said.
While looking at the mirror.
Okay, so looking forward and stepping into the mirror. Or touching the mirror, something.
Yeah.
Okay. For what is relevant to everyone else, Derrican vanishes.
What?
Or he steps into the mirror. And I'll get to you in a second. As the other step forward. And one of them, let me just double check this. Oh yeah, I can do this. So this one, we're going to boom, layer, move this up. I don't like when they change things' position, and now all my muscle memory is gone. Layer. So one of them in the back is... How do I describe this in the most gruesome way possible? It's like it starts to bow over as you see parts of its bone sticking out of its skin, like piercing through the skin, as it starts to grow and morph.
Which one?
The one in the back. Give me a second.
Okay.
And
This
starts to... No. One on the other side of the mirror.
Okay.
And you can see that it morphed into a perfect replica of Robert.
Oh damn. That's
As
the elite. The
the-
elite. Yeah.
The one next to it starts to do the same. Layer.
So there isn't much we can do.
A perfect copy of Robert. As the
Of
other
Avaris?
two,
What?
Avaris, yes. As the other two try to try to mimic what the other ones were doing to get through the mirror. And Robert, it's your turn.
Okay.
You have a broom in hand.
Sorry?
You have a broom in
I
hand.
have a weapon in hand. A broom in hand, yes. Avaris, Derkin did the thing and it disappeared. We need to grab the librarian. I take care of these guys, and you go for the librarian.
I think you're a bit stronger than me, and if you kill him, apparently they respawn as you. So
They didn't die. That's just the one on the other side, right? They disappeared. Did they, GM? From
One?
did they disappear from the room and appeared on the other side, transformed as us, or it was the ones in the other side, right?
The ones on the other side morphed. You saw
Yeah, they didn't.
bone
yeah.
sticking out of their back as the skin grew over the bone once again, and when they
Mhm.
stand up straight, they were perfect replicas of you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's not the respawn. It's just they're appearing on the other side as copies of us. The ones on the other side are copying us. So
I can grab her. Yes,
I will try
clear a
to make.
path. Yeah, clear a path, and I'll grab the
Okay.
library.
Why are they being put into place?
Because I just realized that the tokens are too big for the grid,
Okay.
and it's causing me OCD. So I'm
I
fixing it.
understood that.
I was going to say that.
Okay. So, Robert, I mean, we all know what they are now because our dear friend got a book. And what? It's here. It's this feat. Bada bing. Bada boom. It's this shit. Yep. I'm going to use my move action to have access to this bullshit for a minute.
1 minute. What is this?
For you have
Um,
used it wrongly before.
Yeah.
specific kind of creature. Uh,
I used it for the for that demon creature that was not that kind of demon creature, and I got no bonus.
is that attack or damage or both?
Both favorite enemies for both.
Okay.
It's if you click, it's +2.
It's +2.
Weapon attack and damage rolls.
Okay. Go on.
I'm going. Obviously, it's tiny librarians. The creature I choose. There's no way that could possibly go wrong. Yeah, it's this one. Sure.
Absolutely zero chance
Absolutely zero chance. Exactly.
You mean, yeah,
of it going wrong. Yeah. Clearly.
I bonked this one.
tiny halfling librarians. Is that what you're going with?
Exactly. Not doppelgangers. Tiny halfling librarians.
Even for halfling standard, is she small?
Yes.
Okay.
And which one were you going to attack? Sorry.
This one here, so Abarish can.
The one to your
if
right.
she. Not to my reasoning is if I one-shot her, it can go through to the librarian.
Okay, go on.
Because that's the goal, to one-shot her.
Mm-hmm.
To one that I provised. There we go.
Wait. Hold on. That's confirm. Hold on. What's the AC? Roll to confirm. Okay. The damage roll does ×2 instead of rolling twice, but that's fine, I guess.
Also, it's +2 to the damage as well. +2 to the hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 19 to confirm.
19 to confirm. Okay. So you... I'll let you describe. You're gonna one-shot the creature.
Okay. As Robert lifts the broom to smite the creature, he says, "I'm sorry, I didn't want this to end this way." And he strikes her with the broom part of the broom, the extra broomy part.
Wait,
The head?
About to get swiped.
the part you used to sweep, and not the handle.
Not the handle.
The head.
And she swept away.
It's like
You were
their
trying
domino
to
effect.
you were trying to clear a path for him, right?
Yeah, for the librarian. That was the goal.
So you swing from one side to the other. You hit the creature dead on the head as it flops onto the floor.
Exactly like that. Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was my turn.
Bars.
Okay. Ebar is gonna do a 5-foot step diagonally. I think that's allowed.
Yes,
why don't-
but
why
then
not
you
walk?
can't do your move action.
Walk anymore.
Oh, yeah, you
Or
can't
alternatively-
walk.
Okay.
You-
And then
you-
I'll
you
just
go-
run.
Yeah, go hunt the librarian. Yeah.
You're going to provoke
Just
attacks of
make sure.
opportunity. Yes.
Yes.
Questions. How? Okay. Does the attack made this one be moved like this, or?
Yes.
It was a very strong bonk.
Okay.
It would be
Just checking
indifferent mechanically if she was in the other place, but I mean, more fun.
It was a very strong bonk.
Yes.
It-
She got swept
she was-
away.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure. This is the one we want, right? Can you see
What?
my
Nope.
things?
No.
No.
No. The one
no.
that like us is on the mirror.
Okay.
I haven't
okay.
updated this in a second. Hold on.
Yeah, obviously. But I find funny that he would try to save the doppelganger. That would be so funny, though.
That's why I asked first. I got confused.
That's when Robert will become suspicious that wait, maybe we delivered the wrong avaris earlier.
Okay.
So,
Abar is gonna move. Next library. cause
You're going
attack of
to-
opportunity.
so you're going to provoke
Three.
one,
One,
Wait,
2, 3.
2,
No,
3.
you want to go
You
there
need-
in particular?
You need only cause these two, I think. Oh wait, no,
No,
that's
no.
also it. Okay.
At least 3, but
Yeah, no need to cause for this one. Yeah,
no need for that one. Yeah.
you can.
Just go here.
Yeah.
And even if you
Okay.
want to go there for any reason, you can go like this and this.
3 attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
Now,
Please roll.
remind me one thing. Attacks of opportunity, Robert, you probably know this better
Just one
than me.
attack.
Just one
Just
attack.
one attack.
If they have multiple, it's just one.
Just one, and it's from their primary weapon.
And they can only do one per turn, right?
Yeah, they have
Hands
each
on
player
creature.
has one reaction per turn.
Unless they have feats, then...
Yeah,
Yes, and unless specifically.
and it refreshes on their next turn.
Okay, so... It is... Wait, wasn't there another way
twice
to
per turn.
roll if I did 1d20 plus... That work? Okay, that works. That is first attack of opportunity,
Hits. I think.
and then second and third.
No.
Just the first one.
Third. The potion gives me
+4.
Plus four.
4. Okay, then just the first one.
Okay. 8 plus 4.
That's those are very strong bonks.
Remember that these creatures are preparing to swipe, and when they do go for the swipe, their arms grow in
Yeah.
size and get
And claws.
claws as well. Yes, these are swipes, not just punches. You take 6 lethal damage.
Am I seeing
30.
his HP? Or no? Because I feel I see about his HP.
Yes,
You do.
should.
Yes, and your own as well.
Yeah, but we were playing with that. I didn't remember that.
I think we've had
I
that
can
for a
see
while.
yours. I don't can
Okay.
see theirs, for example.
You can't?
Because
No.
Wait, something's
Well,
funky with
we
That
cannot see
over.
Perhaps I can. Perhaps I can. I can see the number. At least
No,
I
you
can
can't
a
see
red
the
bar.
number. You can all see the bar. Yeah.
Only
Ah,
the
okay,
bar,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, the bar. I can see the bars. Yes.
Okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay. Sorry.
On-
But you could see the numbers too.
On the
Okay,
first
that's
campaign, we were
Moving
playing
on.
without those.
Yeah.
On this one, so
I
that
think it's
it's
the-
for the stream, we can. There's no way for me to do that without GM view, and you do
okay.
not want to see
Uh,
GM view.
And now it's the time for the ones inside, right?
Now is the time for the ones inside. But
Oh,
first
no,
of
wait,
all,
wait.
about as you run,
He just moved.
yes,
He just moved. Yeah.
you still have your
We still have actions.
standard action. You moved 20 feet, so
You can even move a bit more.
Yeah, you can even move a bit more.
I was going to say that I'm tempted to throw the librarian. Just throw her.
She needs to
Dude.
be looking at the mirror though, so it's not a blind throw. Though you probably can easily pick her
Like-
up and carry.
Could I? Yeah, I could. I have two options basically. I can pick her up and carry her,
So-
or I can throw her to Robert.
on.
Sounds dangerous.
I just
Yes.
remembered something that she would definitely do while you ran through everyone else. Hold on.
No running.
Abaris, be careful! Abaris, be careful!
Echo, 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 echo.
Shouldn't be echo, just two voices, right?
I pick her up. Like, piggyback style. Princess Carry. I can do a Princess Carry, I think.
Are you
I don't
strong
really need.
to do Princess Carry? How strong are you?
For a very small halfling, yes.
He is less than a meter tall.
Yes. And yeah.
Okay.
Super duper small.
Hold on. The one to the right, seeing you pick up this, the librarian says,
Jumps onto the bar is next to her.
Jumps to
Sorry.
the parties next to her.
No. He screams, "What are you doing? That's not the real one!"
Does this one say that?
Abaris,
Yes.
roll me a sense motive.
Okay. Let's see. Sense motive.
Oh no, I forgot. The GM likes to change the shit when we are metagaming. Oh no!
Is it metagaming or
What is the metagaming?
you shall never know? Give me one.
The more curious part now is wait, okay, it can be hand waved with the other thing. Never mind.
I mean, I only asked because I really wasn't paying attention when the characters moved. A bit, so I got a bit confused.
What would be the
Abaris.
metagaming?
Yeah. What is the metagame? Yes.
Actually, Robert, you can roll a sense motive as well. But Abaris, you feel like this one's telling the truth.
I don't think my sense motive is very good anyway, so.
Yeah,
She thinks she's lying.
you're not really sure.
If only someone had remembered to put a X on her forehead.
I mean, doesn't make much of a difference, does it? The clones would have it, wouldn't they?
No.
No?
It was previously stated that they don't get the magic X on their forehead.
Oh, that's how you solve the puzzle. Right.
The one in front of you, looking very confused, says, "No, I am the real one."
Of course.
You also feel like she's telling the truth.
This for Abaris, right?
Yes.
This one did not have the full echo multi-voice thing.
No one
Okay.
had the full
I
echo.
still want to move. Okay, I want to move.
So the echo, sorry, just to make it clear, is both of them talking at the same time.
Okay.
I was assuming that yes, and when you said that's not the right one, that they all said it at the same time.
No. The one on the right said it's not the right one, and the one in front of him said, "No, I am the right one." And they both seem to be telling the truth. Robert's unsure about any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was looking at something to see if I.
also, update this
sorry,
because I've
can
been
you remember-
forgetting.
Can you remind me something about the book? Are they considered? I don't know. How do they transform? Does it says? Is it like magic?
You just
or...
seen it.
Okay, sure, but is it something biological or is it a physical action, like
It is physical action.
or magical? Sorry, physical. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, Abaris can still move though, right?
Yes, you still
And
have your standard
another
action.
Yes. Okay, I still want to move a bit. Let's
And
say
10
I
feet
want
of
to
movement.
Perfect. Does
Reminder
this
not
trigger
to-
attack of opportunity?
It would, yes.
I mean, it
if it
would.
does this, but like he did, but
No, I did it purposefully.
You did this. Oh, sorry. You did this originally, and now you did this.
Yes. No,
he moved like so.
here, and then upwards to the right and upwards. Perfect 30.
I mean, if it would, attacks of opportunity are optional.
They are.
Yes,
Oh.
true. Do they happen?
No.
Well, guess someone's getting a twin sister.
You
That's
still
the
have your
alternative.
standard action.
I'm looking through my spell book and seeing if I get anything. I don't have much that would help me here.
Where's my book of random things?
Wait, is he casting a spell? No.
He's looking at his spellbook. So I'm looking at the
no.
list of random
Wait,
occurrences.
wait a minute.
No.
Will this work?
What could possibly go wrong?
What are you trying to do?
Okay. I want to touch both of them
Harassment.
Appropriately?
appropriately. Like, just pulling at their shirt or the collar of their shirt, something like that. Very appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go on.
then I want to cast Obscuring Mist.
What does that do?
Creates a fog.
It's like a mist that obscures.
It creates fog around me, and it's stationary from where I cast it. And it's a cloud that spreads 20 feet radius, 20 feet high.
Misty vapor arises
If
around
there's
you. It
nothing
is
to
station-
reflect, there's nothing on the other side of the mirror.
Oh,
Dun dun dun.
And it impairs all sights beyond 5 feet. 5 foot away has concealment, total concealment, winds. Yeah, sounds good. So you touch both of them and you cast mist,
Yes.
right? That is your
Roll the
turn.
die.
Oh yeah,
Roll the die.
right. Thank you.
Twice.
Which list do
And
I
then
want
pick.
today? 1000. Roll 1d 1000.
You have to remind the GM of these things, you know. It's
Yeah.
important.
to spice up.
Hey. What are the two?
457 and 104.
4, 5. Control F is easier. 4, 5, 7. Okay. Control F does not work because these are not letters, these are bullet points. And
Boo.
okay. Okay, that's one. What's the other one? 104.
GM wasn't very happy with the first one.
Your deity was not very happy with the first one. Actually, it
kinda
could
the
be
same,
interesting
right?
if the other one is not interesting.
Can't all be winners, you know?
Hmm. Okay.
Scared. Let's go.
Which one would your deity find most appealing? So,
You tell me.
for the first one, I actually have an interesting an interesting solution to this problem. So for the first case, you have a vision of yourself. You just cast mist, right? You inhale a lot of smoke and you start coughing for a while. Not too long. Doesn't last the rest of the day.
Just a small cough.
It is a really annoying and distracting cough, where if you try to concentrate on things, you'll have to focus harder.
Okay.
And the second vision that you get pulled back to the present, you feel a surge of power, almost as if you've been granted the ability to cast magic beyond your beyond what your body would daily allow.
Ooh.
Does he choose? Doesn't he?
He doesn't,
And I can
because
choose. I can't.
he's been given the power of choice to his deity for I forget what reason it was.
Not dying, I guess.
Yeah, I think that was a bargain you made.
I either die, or I give him the choice of wild magic. He picks.
It
me.
wasn't permanent, I do believe. Just until he, like a
Gets bored.
few weeks or something. Until he
Yeah,
probably
until
gets
he
bored. You hear a voice inside of your head as time stands still. Voice says, actually, I had a voice for this, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was probably... Was it? It was this, right?
Mm,
Yeah,
It might have
something
been.
like that.
It might have been.
Yeah. something like that.
It sounds like the deity, yeah, the patron.
I don't like either of these options. Tell you what, if I grant you the ability to cast more spells, but you have to cast them today, would you take that offer? Or would you prefer an annoying cough?
How many more spells?
How much?
Let's say... remind me how many you had per day of your highest level. Actually, of each level.
Each level, okay. So level 1, I can do 8, and level 2 I can do 6.
8 and 6.
Yes. Not counting the convert shenanigans.
How about we double them? But you have to use them.
Okay. All of them.
All of them. And you know what that
Okay,
means. More entertainment.
Holy shit.
Or would you rather
That's-
an annoying cough?
12 rolls of the die. Actually 24. Plus... No. I would have to cast all of them, so it's...
Yes.
16... Holy shit, no, it's too many. It's like 60 something rolls. I can't do the math right now, I'm too tired.
Wait, no, wait. It's...
I would have to do the first level 1 and level 2.
Yes.
So...
All of your level 1
uh,
spells? Plus all of your level
so
2 spells.
If we discount the one that I've already made,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how many spells I still have today, to be honest. But I don't think I've cast too many. I have to do like 15 more level 1 spells plus 12 level 2.
Yeah.
So that's 27.
27
27.
random effects.
Yes.
chaos.
So that gets us to 54 rolls off the die. God damn.
Think of the power of Aris. Embrace chaos.
Holy crap.
He would tempt you with power, right?
Yes, he would. He would. He has. And it has worked in the past. So I would say a bars is success. Ugh. I'm tongue tied, sorry. Is vulnerable to that kind of attack, so to speak. Persuasion. It can be persuaded like that.
This would be just for today, by the way. As in, till the end of the day. But you have to use
What's
them.
the penalty for not doing them?
If you don't use them, someone will.
I'm gonna get possessed. You know what? I accept the bargain. I'm gonna do the spells.
This is all happening in his mind, right?
Yes, you can't hear any of this.
Your wish is granted. I look forward to it. Abarius, you had a scar, right? That
Yes.
was
in
part
my
of.
chest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Was it your chest or your back? Or both? Chest.
Probably both.
You feel the scar burn.
Sing with power.
Yes, pulsing. Like when you have a wound that feel your blood rushing through it.
Yeah.
And that quickly passes, subsides as you feel empowered. As what you first felt when you got these powers.
As I see the mist appearing,
Mhm.
I say, Abaris, don't cast more spells. They bring chaos.
Oh, sweet summer
Oh,
child.
I know.
Robert, you're going to get surrounded.
Sorry?
You're going to get surrounded.
Oh. Oh, okay.
As
Partially.
well, yeah, but you're surrounded as in there's creatures all around you.
Alright.
Not like the surround effect, but you know what I mean. So we have 1, 2, 3 full attacks and 1 half attack. Oh, one.
My AC
Wait.
is
3, 4.
higher than that.
That is first attack.
Yeah.
Second attack
I have
for the one in
23
front
AC.
of you. 23.
23.
What is flank is +2, right?
Flank, you need to be on direct opposite, and it's
Yep.
+2.
You have 2 of
And
them.
the size difference is okay. It's still a medium creature.
Sorry,
Uh,
what?
It is a
The
small
halfling
creature.
is still.
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
only relevant if it's a big one.
Yeah, in which you have to be directly opposite and it doesn't count if you're...
Yeah, I need to pass through the center of the creature.
Okay, one in front of you is a full attack. The one on the right is a full attack, which is flanking.
Oh, shit once.
Hits once. And the one diagonal is a half attack,
Oh,
which might crit. Confirm.
unlikely, what? Oh, back.
Back to back. It is a critical hit. So I'm rolling for their damage.
×2. I mean, likely ×2.
Yes, it's ×2, and then the other one does another, so it's 3 damage rolls, right?
Wait, did this one also get the full
No.
round attack despite moving?
5-foot step you can do.
5-foot step.
Ah,
He gets into position to surround him, and then yes. The one on top had to move further because moved from over there.
Yeah.
Give me the damage.
So I roll damage 3 times. Is that correct?
I think
correct.
so. A crit and a normal hit.
Well, let's
But
do.
either way, that potion came in clutch.
Yep.
Mhm.
1d. Do it like this. 1, 2, 3 damage rolls.
That's with the plus already?
Jesus Christ.
Isn't flank just hit?
No, like it's not just a hit. Wait, what do you mean?
You said
A
with a
bonus
plus.
of the.
Oh yeah. My question was if it already had the strength bonuses and so on, but yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It's 1d8 plus 4.
27.
That is correct. 27 damage. That is a massive chunk that they do with their lives. You do get a little bit flustered from the one moving in from one side.
The diagonal one, right?
The one that hit you the most was the one on the right. The diagonal one hit you once.
With the crit, right? Or no?
Yes. That was the crit.
Yeah, the diagonal one was the one that dealt the real damage.
Yeah. But you are getting swarmed by these little librarians that are half morphing into lanky, weird creatures.
How did the mist work?
Obscuring mists. It spreads a cloud 20 feet from you. Anyone further than 5 feet cannot see.
Wait, if they can see me, can they hit me? Because it's the entire room.
Beyond 5 feet.
Yeah.
You're not beyond 5 feet. You are 5 feet.
Not from him. Okay,
And
not from him. Got it.
It's 20 feet like that. Yes, if they're 20, if you're 5 feet from something else, you can see.
Okay, got it. I thought it was nothing can see except the things 5 feet away from him.
Oh wait, a creature 5 feet away has concealment. Are you 5 feet away or are you adjacent? Is 5 foot away not adjacent?
I don't know. I don't know the spell.
Wait,
It says a creature 5 feet away has concealment. But it also says that it obscures all sights beyond 5 feet. So it doesn't obscure sight at 5 feet. Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. There's a 20% chance miss for each one of them.
I think the crit always hits, though.
Always hits.
I think so. I'm
So
pretty sure.
it is at least 18 damage.
At least, yeah, I guess.
Roll 1d100.
the whole room filled with
Pretty
with
much.
the
the mist.
Yeah.
Keck.
1d100. If it's over 20, it hits.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think the way to read this is
Yeah.
I would like to. What are the odds?
1%.
No. Not on this. Check the sequence.
It was a
it's
crit
pretty-
confirmed by another crit, followed by
Exactly.
does the other hit? And the answer is a crit of 1%.
Exactly.
Not very likely, but
Not very likely, right?
This the 100 roll is for what?
Concealment
Okay, from the mist.
from the mist.
Yeah.
from the mist.
Anything beyond 5 feet has total concealment, and if you're at 5 feet away,
it's
you have 20% chance.
from the point
to
of
miss.
view of you being in the mist. So anything that's adjacent to you has concealment, 20%, and anything further than adjacent has 50% miss chance.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, gotcha.
All right,
Also, oh yeah, after them it's Derkin's turn, right?
it is.
Though since the flow of time and so on, maybe I don't know. Anyway, yes, moving on.
What I was going to say is Birkin.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll find out what happened to you
Am I dead?
in the next one.
Oh, but you,
I
you want
can
to leave? What you want to leave the encounter in the middle?
I can stay for longer. It's fine on my end.
How much longer do you want to stay? That is the... Do I think the encounter will finish within the next 45 minutes? I'm not sure.
It's fine for me.
Okay.
I'm just asking this because it's hard to be back into combat,
Okay.
straight into combat. That's all.
And and it's fine on my end at least.
The bars?
Yeah, it's fine.
Another 45?
I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go
Just
then.
crash out afterwards.
Hey, sometimes we stay posting afterward anyway for that or longer, so
It's true. It's true. Not denying
On-
it. Go ahead.
In the wrong layer. So, Derrick, from your point of view, as you stepped into the mirror, you are able to... Well, you stepped through the mirror. It's as if a sheen went over your vision, and you can still see the other side. Now a little bit blurry and almost like you're inside of water looking out.
mirror. Yeah.
No, almost as if you're underwater.
Yeah.
I am under the water. Sorry. uh, but you can see
Yes.
the encounter going on
Mhm.
inside. If you look further away in that direction, it's as if there's a box right here, and you can go beyond.
There is a box right where? Sorry.
It's
You
like
mean
it's like the whole encounter is inside of a glass box. And you're
square, and I am
underwater.
on the second square. Oh, okay.
Not a second
Oh,
square. You're just outside of the box. You can also see.
so I'm thinking outside the box.
Yes.
Um,
You can also see
can
now
also
that you are beyond this. Second. Let me move my helpers down to the GM layer. So I can do this. Reveal areas. There is no wall to your side. It's like they are, in fact, inside of a box.
A box.
Cube, if you will.
Wait. Does that mean that they are literally around the corner?
I think you have your answer.
And what do I see on the other direction all around is like an infinite void, or no? Well, it's like the roof of the Nether.
It's like it's like roof and floor until you can't see further.
So it's like the roof of the Nether, pretty much. Like.
Except you have a roof over your head as well.
Ah, okay, fair. Okay.
Only the wall that is there does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
It does exist on this side. It seems to be opaque.
The one we came through.
Mm-hmm.
Is the only thing that seems to actually be a wall here.
Yes.
Aww. Okay.
You clipped out of bounds, and I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm no clipping now.
Yes.
So. Yeah. Sorry, you go ahead.
I would say like you can punch from the other side.
So Derkin did see the whole turn
Yes.
go through.
Mm-hmm. You saw
Okay.
everything.
We did not see Durkin during that
You
this time,
didn't-
right?
And you do still not see him.
Yeah. So I did hear the whole dilemma here, and Abari's trying to solve. And now actually, I maybe not see. I don't see that much because it's
You
all
don't.
filled with mist.
You don't see that much.
Well, that's a lot of fuck. Okay.
Also, follow up on what you were doing and this.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything to do until we actually clear this.
It's
Uh,
your turn.
Mhm.
You could also hear them yelling inside the librarian, but it's like it's very far away and once
water.
again, yes, through water. Just barely make out.
Wait, did we have the turn for the? I know. Wait, that was the turn for the inside, not the outside. That was in the middle.
That was part of it.
Okay.
And your turn was, I'm gonna look there, go this way, observe
yeah. I meant
your
the-
surroundings, and now it's your next turn.
And I cannot see anymore inside. And well, but the last thing to happen was
them ganging up on Robert, and you
that
can
was
see
after
that.
the fog.
Yes, and you can kind of see that from what is.
I can kind of see the action here. I can see a tiny halfling wailing on something.
Well, you can make out that it's Robert over there.
Okay.
It's at the edge of the
but
mist.
I cannot see absolutely nothing of
No.
about it.
I mean, you have been there since the previous round, and me and the bar did not change positions, so you know where we are, more or less.
You can assume.
Yeah.
But you know Robert is here. You can definitely see that. At least his outline.
And did my mirror image remain gone?
That is a good point. Roll me a perception.
Uh,
This will be part of your last round. Observing your surroundings.
it's like shit.
Um,
The tiny ones got all the good rolls.
Yeah, the other tiny ones.
gonna make
They are
that joke.
tinier than me.
You don't-
Yes.
You do not see your own reflection thing. No.
Halflings are shorter than gnomes, apparently. I checked.
And she's quite short for a halfling.
Yes, that's what gives me confidence that yeah, it is the case. So the it becomes very tricky to try to throw things. Wait, I don't know how it will interact with thrown objects. Can I assume that they probably? I mean,
That they'll go through.
on the other hand, no, because they have to struggle to get out. Wait, but I could. They struggle, but I could just whoop.
What is whoop?
Just warping through phasing through the mirror. The other creatures have difficulty and need the crack to pass through, and we just touch and go.
You touch and go.
Is it just that? Because before you were touching the mirror and wasn't doing the same thing.
No, yeah, that seems to be some intention, or well, I was looking at this one for myself to pass through this one. Yes, there is an issue. I would like to help I was thinking earlier before the fog. Maybe I could do a whole, literally go outside the box. But I also don't know how it will happen or if I can just pop back in. Try to go over here a bit. If does trying to cross the barrier count as standard action, or is it still in movement?
It is still in movement.
I would try to move back, but now a bit here.
What, try to go back in?
Yes, to this square here.
Describe to me what you're trying to do. It is important.
Hmm. Well, the first time around, I was looking. There is no. I cannot look at the correct mirror now and do the same thing on this side, unless I just sidestep the same way. Could try to sidestep the same way, but backwards.
I mean, can't you try to throw a bomb like just?
And it just hits the wall directly in front of me and blows in my face.
No. Like you touch the mirror back with the bomb. You put your hand out and pop, throw it.
Yeah, I consider whether I should try first whether other objects on themselves can pass the barrier, because that's not a guarantee. And having the bomb can be a bit.
I mean, likely the GM was going to say, "Oh, they're touching the mirror is a swift action or a move action or whatever." but you can go in and out and do something.
Like he just said, what I'm trying to do matters, so I'm not sure if it'll be like. But yes, I could try to just drop a bomb right beneath or behind this one. If it works like that, I can just pass the bomb through and let it fall on the other side.
You're gonna reach
Also,
out,
remember
try to
that-
put your hand through.
Try to put the bomb through.
Just the bomb? Not you? Like
If
you're pushing the bomb up against the mirror. Is that it?
Yes, if the bomb can go without me going, yeah.
Also, I would like to remember that the mist makes very hard for anyone to see anything that's not melee.
This one is outside of the mist, right? It's 20 feet.
I think so. Yeah.
You just can't see inside the mist, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this one is outside of the mist.
Yes.
This halfling.
That is why I said, Robert, you can see him. Because you're
Okay.
technically looking 5 feet into the mist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see a tall silhouette in the middle of
yeah,
a lot of small silhouettes.
I was thinking that the full room was filled with the stuff.
No.
But okay.
Just the
So I was
corners.
thinking that this was already faded out and this was hard to see. But okay. Yeah, but yes, preferably just hitting this one.
How do your bombs work exactly? How do they explode? Is it on contact? Is it...
But let me confirm.
like you toss it and then the impact against the floor or a creature is what explodes it, right? Not
Usually,
timed.
not time. It's not time based. No.
Okay.
I think it's just like they're in a vial of glass and they break.
Yeah. So it's impact, explode, detonation.
I would say impact, but it depends on how we imagined his bombs working. How do you imagine your bombs working?
By contact. So yeah, by
Impact.
impact. Yeah.
They're like
Contact.
glass or
I
something.
grab my bomb and it explodes because it contacted my hand.
Yeah.
No. Even funnier is my bomb explodes because I call it. I grab my phone, I contact it,
Right.
boom.
I'm trying to find a direct something specific on the text. Yeah, direct hit there's then the splash damage around, but
It's minimal damage, right?
It's on impact.
yes, yes. But the text just says on impact or on direct hits.
But
And splash
and you can
damage.
choose to remove your allies from the damage, right?
Now I can because I've gotten something to be able to share the potions. I also gotten something already to be able to exclude squares from the blasts from the splash damage.
Oh, fancy.
Yes,
Um,
just for these situations. But I don't think. Well, yeah, depends. But yes.
Okay, so Dirkin, you reach out to this glass thing. Definitely not a mirror from this side. You hear a clank as your vial hits the glass, and you can't push it through.
Doesn't go through.
No.
Yeah. Wah, wah. Okay.
Touch the mirror,
It-
throw the bomb, touch again.
It doesn't make a difference if I am looking somewhere else, like if I'm looking the same direction while pushing it.
No.
Um,
I will consider this part of your move action.
Mhm.
In the sense that I'll let you do this maybe one more time. You have three
Also, like-
tries. One would be trying to push, trying to look away.
Also, one question: these guys here, you saw them right already,
Yes. You saw the three of them.
and these guys here.
And see them, yes?
Okay, you can see them.
Yes.
I cannot. Well,
You can,
can I?
yes. Like they're on the other side of
Oh.
this cube thing.
Yes. That's full of mist.
Oh yeah, never mind, you can't. No, no. Well,
I
you
was
could,
excluding all this for.
you could when you went through, but
For
now
the
you
mist.
can't. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I was acting now as if I cannot see these.
Not at this point.
Not at these, actually.
You,
So
because you went in before Abars did all these things, so you could see them, but now there's mist in the way.
Yeah.
You know they're there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on that spell that Avarij casted. I think it's the second time.
Is it? I think it's the first one.
I think it's. I remember this issue being present before. But
What issue? I don't see an issue. You're the ones making this an issue.
no, the concealment.
Yeah.
And oh no, we can see.
I know. Yeah,
That's
I
the
know
problem.
exactly what Abars is doing.
Okay.
One of the few cases where I actually know what Abars is doing.
Anyway, Larkin.
Since I cannot put the bombs without going in myself, I think I'll just have to move. Try to redo the thing from a bit higher up, outside of the reach. Wait. Well, I'm not sure how much you'll allow me to move, but try
You
to move
can
back in.
you can move your full action.
Okay. But trying to do the inverse motion, so still looking to the mirror. That would be here and sidestep.
Okay. You let me do real quick. Wrong layer.
Wrong.
From there. You want to go to the right?
I want to go to the wait. Sorry, just to
You were here.
yeah.
Can you move 25 feet?
But,
Well, it's not 25 feet. Don't count this one. It's 20 feet.
I have my movement speed is 20. Yeah.
Okay. You turn up, you step to the side as you once again, this sheen goes through your vision and you see clearly once again. And you're on the other side of this. You're facing upwards. You can move your token there. Or I'll move it for you if there you go.
I was moving it. I was just.
Since you're looking up, by the way, up from the map forward, you also notice as this sheen goes over your vision, you start to once again see a copy of yourself on the other side of the mirror.
And missed.
Oh yeah, never mind. There's mist.
Oh, but only one square of it, so I see faintly.
You see?
Very faintly.
Okay, very, very faintly. Because there's no mist on the other side. True. Okay. You see your silhouette.
Yeah. I get to have a standard action?
Yeah. Don't abuse it. No free actions, just a standard.
No, okay, no, I just meant whether or not
You can't
I can...
say... You can either talk or you can do things.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
But yes,
bomb.
I was looking whether or not I could use a bomb.
Please,
Yes.
bomb.
With frost that I'll try to hit this.
Keep in mind, there's fog in the way.
I mean, he did see them
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, but it is 50-50.
It is 50-50, yeah.
Mhm.
And why not do a bit... Why not this one? Because you get more splash.
Sure, yes, fair.
All right.
And it's closer, so yeah, that's oh wait, it's still
Do it.
Bombs away.
right. Bombs away, but also it's with the frost modification, so it's cold damage instead,
Mhm.
and in a direct hit,
Or the stagger thing, yes. Go on.
a staggered unless 40
It's
save.
50-50
for
of it
touch.
missing, so just roll.
Yeah, bomb throw. Also, it's touch EC.
Give me a 1d2, and if it's 2 it hits, if it's 1 it misses.
What? Ah, okay.
It's 1 it misses.
Where though?
How does missing a target work? You pick an adjacent square, right?
I don't pick, the dice pick.
Yeah,
Basically, a direction I roll 1d8, which specifies the square it goes into.
All right.
We start at midnight and we go like
No,
clockwise?
it starts at closest to me and goes clockwise, if I remember correctly. It starts pointing at me, and I think it's clockwise.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You decided that's how it goes now.
Okay, sure, follow me.
Starts with the one next to you.
6.
1, 2, 3,
So
4, 5, 6. So you mean Robert?
depends if you can't count this one or this one.
You said the one closest to you, right?
Yes, and
The one right in front of you is the closest to you. Or else you would have said, he said midnight, you would have said yes.
no, but is this the closest or is this the closest? Because they're both 5 feet from me.
This one.
I mean, from your description, what I understood what GM is saying. I
Yeah,
understood like this.
Because he said midnight, and he said, no, it's the one closest to me. I'm like, okay.
I just said it
Exactly.
on a generality. I wasn't thinking about the specific case. I was just saying
I
generality.
I was speaking at the specific case.
It hits Robert. It's decided. Well, it hits your square.
Square. So
Actually-
it's splash damage all around.
Yeah.
Hits
Yeah, but-
all of them really.
I take no damage because you decided my square would not take damage. Is that how it works? Because
That's how it works. Yes.
Is it, or
I don't remember.
does the square become this one? 'Cause it
I
moved.
mean, that would be very silly. I mean, also one thing we forgot is that like it can miss the creature but still hit their square.
No, it missed. That's what it says. So by moving to you, it doesn't hit you; it hits your square.
Yeah.
And so it's splash damage to everyone. It would be splash damage to everyone around it.
Okay.
I don't
Okay,
know how
Not bad.
the rule of deciding
no
a square
idea.
not to hit would work, since you can't see and it just goes further than you planned. I would assume it
I'm
would.
Yeah.
looking at it to see if there's anything on it. I think it's just going to be or miss on the subject, so it doesn't say, "Oh, you cannot pick it if stuff."
I think like I understand your point, GM, but that thing was made to avoid your teammates being annoyed at you dealing damage when you miss.
Yes, but this isn't
And-
just a miss AC. This is a miss
Yeah,
as
no, no,
in
no, 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 no.
concealment
I
miss.
understand. You threw a bomb and the bomb went to the place you didn't want it to go. But that thing you picked, the sole purpose is to avoid.
Let's resolve the matter. The thing that lets me choose says if the bomb misses, the discovery has no effect.
Oh, really?
It states this.
Okay.
So,
If it stays
it's a splash damage to everyone, which is the minimum damage. So it's if the
Okay.
dice roll was 1,
Mhm.
plus
you're int, right?
yes. Is there more to it?
3 plus something, right? 3 plus 3?
Sorry. Bomb.
6 damage?
Yes, I was just looking for the. If there's something else, it's. It would be 1. It's 4. Yes.
We
It's 1
all
plus 3.
take 4.
Yes.
Wait,
Reflex
it's...
save for half.
Okay.
I think. Let me. Yeah, reflex save for half damage. DC 15.
Reflex.
Nice.
Where is...
2 damage then.
For you, yes.
1d20 plus 5. Copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going from left to right. Up before down. First one.
Passes.
What was
One
this?
succeeds.
Okay,
15.
first one succeeds.
And it takes 2 damage. All the other ones take 4 damage.
Worth.
2. All the other ones take 4.
And Robert feels a bit cold.
You see something coming out of the fog and hitting the ground beneath your feet. You get cold feet. Hey.
Great. Durkin?
I don't have a free action to speak.
Lol.
After Robert, you can. You've been too concentrated doing these things.
It's the ones outside moving now,
The
right?
ones outside, yes. One starts to do the whole thing, where it starts to morph into a weird position and try to make its way through the mirror. With these ones actually trying to help it, trying to push it through.
I mean, we're not seeing any of this.
You're not seeing any. No, it's fine. I shouldn't be saying anything. Fucking god, man. Go on.
Durkin, is that you?
Yeah? Did it help?
No!
Oops.
Did it work?
Yes.
Okay. The thing is, currently I'm a bit wounded.
Mm-hmm.
After
Alright, you're a
taking,
bit.
taking what, 30 damage in a round?
Yeah.
So, touching the mirror, is it what, a free action or something?
You need
Oh.
to cross through this though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 foot step touch the mirror?
It's not just touching, you need to move into it, so you can't do a 5 foot
Oh,
step.
It's an actual move action.
Mm-hmm. It's moving 5
Okay.
feet this direction.
Yeah, got it.
So you would move 10 feet.
I do not want to get a shit ton of attack of opportunity to the face. So what I'm gonna do is I 5
Is
foot
true.
step.
Spin twin.
Yeah, literally spin to win. I mean, I killed one already. Let's increase the number. Likely this one is the most relevant, I guess.
Mm,
Yes,
yes, I
because
guess.
I mean I am in the thingy, so this
Are
I mean
you? Yes.
Also, this one
I'm
is
in
blocking the other a bit. So it forces
I'm in
them
the
to go
mist.
around.
You are still
I'm
in
in
the
the
mist.
mist. She's
20
not, so I have no
it's half
concealment.
half concealment because you can't
Yeah.
see
No.
beyond 5 feet.
Yeah, but she's adjacent to me and outside the mist.
But you're inside the mist. You still have to deal with the fact that you have to see through the mist that you're inside of.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's only 20% miss chance.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
1 in 4.
Which one took full damage?
All
the
of them except the one on the bottom.
The one outside the mist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one that passed.
Anyway, to end the deep.
Calling it full damage is a bit.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, no, it's right. It's 200 improvised. It's a broom. It's this one.
Rickard. The spam of dice into the screen.
You're hitting the one here, right?
The one on the bottom. The right beneath me.
Give me 1d4, and if it's a 1, it misses.
Slash
It's all
1d4.
Wait, sorry, 20%. I'd give you 25%. That's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. It should have been a 1d5.
It should have been
But I
1d5.
also did not realize.
I was
Let's see.
thinking 0 to 4, counting 0.
I know I was just wrong.
It would have. See, it's confirmed. It was a 4. You rolled a 4. It's confirmed. That does in fact hit. It is 18 plus.
Plus 2. Yeah, it's 20 total.
It's 20 total. Just give me a second. It is still it's still active. You didn't
Oh damn!
You didn't knock it out, although it is visibly wounded as it starts once again speaking in tongues. Well, once again, well, like Abaris did.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
Speaking of which, it is Abaris' turn. And I think I know exactly what you're trying to do. Although, I have a question, as in... This isn't concentration, right? So it's gonna last 3 minutes.
No, actually. 5.
5, yeah.
1 minute per level.
1 minute per level.
Yep.
5.
So, if this works, I want to drag the 2 librarians with me.
Yeah, I figured that was what you're going for.
I just drag them
Where?
to the exit.
Through the mirror. No. Remember? Oh, okay. I thought you.
We can go to
tried
the next stage. Yes. But I
You-
thought,
And-
okay.
You did see Durkin disappear, so yes. And you did hear that it worked.
Derkin would
yeah.
take this chance to remind you to look at the mirror as you cross.
Then let's go left, and I'll drag both of them. How do you want to do this, Jim? Do you want to
Just
move them yourself?
show me which direction you would want to move.
Left.
Yeah, but move your token in the way that you would move. Directly
Let's
left.
say this.
Okay. The librarians next to you also going through. As they ask you, hold on. Wait, why are you taking the fake one with us? Taking the fake one with us?
Never wanted a sister? I've got one.
You also
Sure,
see
shit. Sure, shit.
this as well, and this. There you go. You pass through the mirror. Once again, the same description. You see a sheen cover your vision as you sidestep through the mirror. You might
Are
need
there not triplets?
you might need a little bit of space for the other librarian, but you can't move more. Let's just put her back here.
Oh, yeah, works.
Question.
Yeah.
When I was, when Darkin was on that side of the mirror, could I hear what was going on inside the room?
You could. Like I said, it was very far away and underwater.
True. Yeah, true.
So Abaris, you drag both the librarians with you. They offer no resistance, so they're walking with you. The mirror image also seems to be getting dragged through. And is in front of you, but there's no mirror.
Uh-oh, Spadudios.
Still have your standard action.
Of course.
You, characteristically enough, your reflection also walked with you until the end of the mirror, until then disappeared.
Okay. Okay, we're good then.
So, what is your standard action?
Just clarify something. What's this token?
It's the mirrored image that was here and
Here?
walked with you as you carried.
Yes.
Okay, so just my image disappeared.
Just yours.
Yours disappeared.
Good. So, what I'm gonna do...
I'm very confused.
I think Abaris knows what's going on. I hope Abaris knows what's going on.
I mean, I have a
I'm
hint,
sussing it
but
out.
still,
I'm not 100% sure yet.
because it seems to be working differently for her than us.
Yeah.
Why would that be? Go on, Abaris.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cast spells.
Oh boy.
He has a quota to reach now.
Yes. I have to pay my dues. Let's see.
Have a quota to hit.
I want to cast air bubble on myself.
What does that do?
It creates a pocket of air around my head.
You're not actually
Just
underwater, but
You're just
air.
casting for casting.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Or to prevent like effects of poisons and stuff like that.
Air bubble creates a small pocket breathable around touched creature's head. The air bubble allows the creatures to breathe underwater, seamless, airless environments, or protects themselves from water damage. Blah blah. Firearms. And shooting a firearm underwater. Interesting. It has
Oh. Yeah, it's a good...
half the description of the spell is what happens with firearms, which is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, you cast a small bubble of air around you as...
Roll it, please.
Oh, I have it on the other... Here. So we have 964. 964.
Go
This one doesn't even work here.
Roll again?
Yeah.
Then if
Yeah,
it
this-
doesn't work, I think it's fair.
This one targets a nearby tree. There are no nearby trees.
Wait, no. There is a nearby tree. It's just very far away.
Okay, fair enough. What's the other one? 3, 5, 6. So one of them is definitely not going to do anything. 3, 5, 6. So, Aparius, you get a vision of... Well... It's something about controlling a tree. But... you don't even see a tree. So you're really confused about what this is actually doing. And the other one, you don't even get a vision of. As it does in fact happen. Roll.
So I just die.
1d. Wait,
Decent that.
d6? Is it 2d6? Let me just double check. 3, 5, 6. It's 2d4. For me. Don't need to know. Bars, you're not sure if it's the probably not the effect of going inside of this, but remember how you were holding on to the librarians?
Yes.
Your hand phases through them.
Both?
Both of them. Actually, looking at yourself, you can kind of see through your hands.
So I'm a ghost?
You're ethereal.
Become ethereal.
Nice.
You don't know how long though.
Doesn't matter. Ethereal is ethereal. Can't do me no harm.
Right. The ones inside. These are
But also
smart
you cannot harm others.
creatures. They see when a target is wounded. Let's swarm. All of them with 5-foot steps. And Robert, I hope you're feeling lucky today.
Yeah.
Well, I do have concealment
You do have concealment, that is true.
and a big AC, so.
That is also true.
But with that said,
No.
double net 20. So
Surely that cannot happen again, right?
It's 4 double hits, so it's 8 rolls. I really
Okay.
hope you're feeling lucky.
let's go.
Let me also do 1d 100. If it's higher than 20, it would hit.
Why?
I'm writing the thing, so I do everything in one roll.
We understood that. Look at him, he's coding in.
Time to hack.
It's hacking time.
Okay. So anything over 20 would hit, right?
23. I think it's 23, right?
What is your
let me
AC?
recheck.
You said 23 earlier, I believe.
Yeah, I have 19
Plus
base plus 4.
Yes, you said 23.
Is any of these attacks, I did not ask, against the neck?
Against the what?
The
Neck.
neck.
Why the neck? Sorry.
Because I have +1 for neck attacks.
No. It would be body attacks. You do not need to go for the throat.
I showed you that. It's like a metal thing to put around your neck. So
Against
vampires.
yeah. Definitely
It's
not
sweet.
for Shadius in specific, right?
Yeah, I mean, actually, it wasn't. It was because it fitted in character.
It does.
But
It does really fit in character. So 23, right? So
Three.
we have 3 hits.
3 hits. 3 hits. And
One-
one possible crit?
one possible crit. So, 1, 2.
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm going down.
So first of all, is it a crit? It is a crit, right?
Yep. Like now.
Fucking hell.
It matched the AC.
Yeah.
How much was it again? 1d8 plus
Too much. Plus too much.
Yeah.
1d8 plus 4.
Shit. I mean, yeah, that's guaranteed 12 damage.
Yep. I mean, I have more than 12 HP, but still.
Yes, I was just counting the plus 4.
So,
Actually, this fits 4 because of the crit, so it's actually 16.
so it's
Yeah,
1,
I'm good.
2, 3,
I'm going
4
down.
hits, right? I need to roll damage 4 times, right? 3 hits plus crit.
4 times, yeah.
Good luck.
God damn, I was crit
Can
twice.
you survive?
It is possible, yes.
I think you
I'm going
survived.
into the negatives. 21, 26, right?
26.
I'm alive, barely, but I'm alive.
For now.
And I'm conscious.
Shit.
How much constitution do you have?
Let me see. It's how many times Constitution? Or is it just Constitution?
It's Constitution, I think.
Oh, I have 14.
Okay, great. You're at a death's edge.
1.
Robert.
At 1 to die.
Robert.
Mhm.
You are swarmed by these librarians that are clearly not librarians by the way that they are morphing.
Mhm.
You have your broom, you're trying to fend off these creatures.
Mhm.
Is there anything you want to say before you go down? You see you have a flash of your whole life. You've been training to deal with kind of creatures. You feel like you're failing at this.
If I fall, my brothers will avenge me.
You are knocked unconscious by the
Mhm.
by the wounds.
Mhm.
Durkin. You can barely make out. Well, you do see this creature right in front of you, violently attacking. You can barely make out that the silhouette that was standing is no longer standing. You think that he's being piled up by these creatures. What do you do?
Is basically Thanos being defeated by squirrels. Anyway, my squirrel girl.
Yeah, it's literally 15 squirrels versus Amnagul.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Might still be able to save him.
Maybe the problem is he is not in a position to take any residual damage.
He isn't.
Oh yeah,
Which means-
in my turn I roll in that die? Like
That is a good question.
You roll to stabilize, I think.
How does it go again?
Because he's dying. As in,
Dying.
literally, there's a state dying, and he needs to stabilize. And considering you said you only have one one more
and
HP to lose,
1 to die, yeah.
you're at minus 13.
And minus 13.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a save or suck. Or, well, in this case, save or die.
You're his last hope.
Yeah, but unless... Would it be possible to... Well, not those. It's not probably not going to do much since this happen. I was thinking whether it would be possible to jump in and pull him from that side, holding his face to look at the mirror if it's needed, but
You
to try
could
to just join him back.
spend your whole round doing this, yes.
Boris conveniently has a few Cure Mother Wound spells ready to go.
Yes,
Many.
but Robert is acting first.
Yes.
I mean, since I'm first, I can say I want to delay my turn. Big play.
That is very true. Calculated.
Smart.
Smart.
If it's possible to do this, then
Yes, I
then
think
I think
you can.
it's the only thing, because trying to attack and so on, even if they stop attacking him, the splash damage is probably going to hit him
Mhm.
with the concealment thing. Yeah, it's
Yep.
too risky.
Mhm.
So I'm going for that instead. I move.
Derek? Give me a reflex.
Yeah. Reflex.
Mhm.
From what? If I may ask.
Just give me a reflex. You'll find out soon enough. You, without looking, you reach out to try to grab onto Robert to pull him to hopefully safety. You can just barely make it out from the corner of your eye that these creatures are trying to keep mauling at him, but you manage to pull him out before they can reach him.
Yoink.
He leaves a trail of blood on the floor from where he was into.
It's probably going to be a bit much. Yeah, never mind. If at any point becomes possible, I remind you I prepared the Cure Light Wounds potion that I can share. Extract that I can share. It's different than a potion, but
Let me check something. You moved kind of, let's assume, 40 feet, and you did an action. So I don't think you would be able to take us.
yeah,
That
it might be too much. I mean, if it's just 5,
Y-
15, and pulling him.
You could ask the librarians. They have had no actions.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Which one?
Hey, Miss, can you please help our friend? Can you give him this?
Which
I
one
will.
are,
Okay,
which one are you asking? Or both of them? Or all three of them?
I stare in this angle, and let's see what happens.
Um. One second. Wait, what happened to him? Wait, what happened to him?
By the way,
This one stays there. Ah, okay, move that.
Nice.
am I dragged since
all three
I'm
of
holding on to them?
you're ethereal. You pass through them.
Oh yeah, alright, sorry.
I would say it provokes attacks of opportunities, but I don't think an ethereal creature can attack, right?
I mean, he
I don't know.
could, but unless he has something that can
Into the
act
material plane.
through, yeah,
Yes.
he won't be able to hit. So he can cast magic missile,
Yes. Or spiritual weapon.
or yeah, whatever the name of the descriptor is.
Yes.
I have a question. You want to figure out what happens in the next one? Or do you want to see if Robert makes it first?
Let's see if Robert makes it first.
It's fine either way.
Same.
Abaris wants to know. Abaris can't handle the cliffhanger.
Yeah, same. We can play more. It's fine. If you're just asking for time, then we can go.
Yeah, we can literally just go until the end of the round.
Okay. Both of them try to wrestle each other to try to get the vial and try to help Robert.
I mean, at least we know which one is the fake. So
Do we?
yes,
They're both trying to help.
it doesn't matter. Just one of them has a
As a what?
mirror image.
The other one didn't have any mirror image at all.
Yes.
Eventually, one of them manages to do it. The other one runs all the way around. And they do manage to feed you, Robert, the potion. Is there anything I need to roll for them? No, right? Heal check?
Well, for the healing itself, yes.
Healing itself,
like
yes.
Just the healing.
Yeah,
That's your roll, Derek.
right.
Your potion. I'll.
Yes.
So with quick
It's
thinking on Derek's part, and definitely not Robert talking from beyond the grave.
Exact saying. Oh, nice. When you, it's just non-lethal. It's automatically healed, right?
Yes, that heals you 12 damage. You're still at -1.
But
You-
stabilized because he recovered health.
Robert, you came back from the brink of death. Had a moment where you were faltering and realizing that maybe you're not as strong as you once thought. You said your brothers would avenge you, but would they really know that you are here besides your sister? Do they even know exactly where you are?
Yeah, no.
It dawns on you that things are not that straightforward and innocent as you might have originally thought. But yes, it is your turn, Robert.
God damn it. We need...
You're so on the brink of death that your microphone is cutting off.
Yeah.
Internet issues.
Sorry, I
You're
also
just groaning. You're just groaning.
I was trying to do a groaning voice. Yes, sorry.
But it was struggling.
I need to patch my wounds. I do the Ely thingy.
On yourself.
I still have 2 uses of my Ely thingy. Touching myself, yes. It's deliberate the way it was said. Just let me check how much I need to roll. We are. Okay, I have 2 uses. Is moderate wound strictly better? Like 2 times is better, or
No.
for the 8 plus 2, and the other one is
2d8 plus up to 10.
1d.
1 point per caster level. 2d8 plus 1 point per caster level. So it is better, yeah.
Wait, cure moderate wounds. It's 4d8 plus 2 points per caster level, maximum 20, right?
No. Moderate wounds is
Yes.
2d8 plus 1 point per caster
You're
level.
looking at mythical.
Oh,
Again.
sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Yes.
How?
Again.
How?
Because it appears as bigger. That's why I went there. Sorry.
What
to the
site
08
are you using? What the?
Okay,
D20.
Sorry, I zoned out a bit.
He
Okay, cure moderate wound is
he's curing
directly better.
himself.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to do the cure moderate wounds, which is
2d8 plus
2d8
5.
plus 5, and I'm out of the healing juice.
No worries, I have plenty of it.
Not interested.
You don't want my juice?
2d8 plus 5. Okay. 11.
So you
My
are
life,
at 10 HP.
my life is a roller coaster.
Both of the librarians are trying to help you get up.
Yeah, thank you. So, which one of you is the fake that's going to explain what's happening?
Don't look at me. I'm the real one. I'm the real one.
Yeah, we have no intent of fighting you guys. It's just we just want to get out of here. So you can cut it. Your friend outside is not dead. We're just knocking him out. Anyway, that's my turn. Robert is just trying to get his shit back together.
And a barst.
Okay.
You are
A
ethereal.
bar.
Keep in mind.
Yes, I know. Doesn't matter. I get close. I'm gonna give him some of my juice. Your mother prunes.
Doesn't it touch?
Yes.
Can you touch
It's
while you're
magic.
ethereal?
It's
Isn't
magic.
it like
Ah.
a metaphor? Is it
Yeah,
like
but
a
doesn't-
metaphor?
Doesn't it require a physical touch?
If let me see.
Ethereal.
Range
Range is
Ethereal.
touch. Yeah.
when laying your
Ethereal
hand
touch
upon a living
Pathfinder.
creature.
Touch. Become ethereal.
Can you cast touch? That's a good one.
Wait, I click ethereal and it brings me to fear. Oh no, ethereal. Is invisible. Insubstantial and capable of moving in any direction, even up or down. Solid objects. You can see and hear on the material plane. Versa. Can't attack creatures, and spells you cast while ethereal only affect other ethereal things.
Oh.
So I
I
can't
wasn't
even
aware of
cast.
that.
Okay, so I can't even cast.
You can't
Like
cast on him,
offensive spells.
only on yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're
Okay, that's
invisible
fair.
for everyone else.
Okay, this is cool. Okay, let me go back to my original position. What do I want to do? I want to cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
That's fair.
If I can only touch myself.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've cast 1, 2, 3 spells. I have a lot of spells to cast today.
Yeah, keep that tracked.
Yeah.
And that's one thing.
1d8 plus 5.
The second one, 629.
It's enough to go to full health, so it's okay.
What?
Go on. Go on, please. Share your joke with the rest of the class.
One of your visions, it's just funny because it doesn't actually work. From your point of view, you're tossed into the air and you spin around quickly, and you continue to spin as long as you succeed a reflex save. If you fail a reflex save, you fall down. And you take
I
damage.
can't fall down though.
Yes, it doesn't work. Not only that, but anyone who saw you would be transfixed and would have to do a will save to Look away. But no one can see you because you're invisible.
Yes.
So this one doesn't
Incredible.
work. Avaris.
Yes.
The other vision that you have is you see yourself growing large. Would you look at that? You're large.
Giga virus.
Let me roll another thing just to be sure. How long this will last. Okay. This is gonna be funny. Let me also put 2 rounds of ethereal that you've had and first round of giant. So my question is, do we want to end here or do we want to keep going? I think now
We
is a
can
good
end
point where we can end.
Yeah. Now it's a good time to
Yep.
just.
It'll be the creatures inside moving, which you're not sure what they're going to do. And yeah.
Okay.
Me move you guys over to the other screen. An order still shows up.
I'm not sure if it's on my side, but your stream on Twitch seems to be dead.
No, really?
Might be on my side.
It says it's
but
it's reconnecting.
Okay.
I think the YouTube one
It
is
has
still
the
going.
Flashy gradient blue and purple with this emote. I don't remember the name. And
Not like
black.
this.
Yes.
Okay, in trying to stop Twitch, I think I might have crashed my OBS, so... I think YouTube is still going. I can double check. YouTube. Which is the actual important one, because that's where the things get saved.
It seems to be live still.
Okay, good. That's the important one. Yeah, it's still going. Oh well. Twitch died. RIP Twitch.
F.
So, before we head out, how was your narrow encounter with death, Robert?
I mean, it was the 1 versus 15 scenario.
Kind of, yeah. They kind of abandoned you, right?
Yeah. They literally abandoned me.
What?
One went into the mirror direction.
One, yeah, to the mirror realm.
I repositioned.
Not
There
fighting.
can tactically reposition without causing attacks of opportunity. You ungrateful swine. I pulled you out from certain death, and this is how you thank me. I should have left you there to be swarmed by the squirrels.
That would be
and
certain
Avaris
death
was
went
like,
from inside. Out of
yeah, it
curiosity,
would be.
can you roll your death save thing? See how it would go?
What is it? Is it Constitution or is it Endurance?
I think it's Constitution.
I
Yeah,
think the Constitution save or Fortitude at most.
It's Constitution, most likely. Because Fortitude would benefit some
It's what?
classes.
It's 5 plus the negative health.
DC,
Right.
It's a Constitution check. DC is 10 plus the negative health.
Okay, it needs to be a net 20.
It needs to be a nat 20. It would not be a nat 20.
Net 1. Net 1.
Even worse. You would have certainly died.
You know, I think you die even if you're not at dying, right? If you die of net 1 while you're dying.
I don't think so. I think it just progresses a
I don't know,
stage.
maybe it's just one of those homemade rules thingies. Or I'm thinking about the D&D 5e.
Doesn't say anything for... A natural 20 is an automatic success. If he fails, loses 1 point of damage. Yeah, doesn't
If
say
a
anything
has
about
amount of negative hit points to Constitution, dead.
it dies.
Yeah.
So, in a way, you were
yeah.
feeling lucky.
Yeah, in one way, I was feeling lucky. The fight started very well overall.
And you were
Then,
saved.
and I mean, honestly, I got 2 crits to the face.
Yes.
I mean, the odds were low.
And the rolls were high as well.
And
Yeah.
yeah, especially that double net 20.
In general,
but
the
yeah,
attack rolls are pretty high. It's just, quote unquote, +5. And yes, you had lots of 20s.
it's only +5. Their hits.
Their attack roll is +5, yes.
Okay,
And you had
yeah,
20s of 20 somethings and 19s.
Yeah. and I had the 23 AC by default. So I mean, for a +5, it's very okay.
Don't,
And
don't
yeah,
look
I
too
mean,
closely at numbers of me fudging dice, okay?
well, um,
That was the first
but
crit
yeah,
at 28. Huh. Anyway,
of lol.
Alright, earlier it was +8, true.
He changed midway when he thought, oh wait, they are too strong like this.
yes. Like, they didn't do what I was
Yeah,
plus eight
expecting.
is-
He might die if I don't do this. Let's just...
But, because also it's like we are only 3, and it's harder to balance.
It is as well.
Action economy is tough.
I was half expecting you to bail out as soon as you saw that it worked. But, yeah.
I mean, my plan as Robert was, okay, we get together, we beat them.
Yeah.
Because if the damage was distributed between the 3 of them, and plus Derkin's bullshit and Abari's extra bullshit, I
Yeah.
think it could be done.
100% agree.
Yeah, the thing was, okay, it was me fighting them all. Then that I can do.
Yeah.
Because the way I was thinking in my head, it's like, okay, every round we kill 1 or 2. Because I deal like 20 damage per hit. If I hit.
To distract them.
You create crowd control / support / damage in an area, and yeah, it's doable. But yeah, being left alone, taking them all, it was very unfair.
It is a lesson
Then the
for
wind.
Robert, right?
Yeah, don't trust your friends.
Yeah.
That's not the lesson I was going for, but I guess it works.
You do you.
But yeah, it's also it's like partially it's the fighter's duty because they were free to do all the bullshit they wanted because yeah, I was taking care of them.
You had the aggro.
And aggro, yeah.
They also ganged
Also-
up on you, even without...
Yeah, so some of them could have been following Avarish,
They are smart.
but they are smart, yes.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite part was still the, yeah, I'm opening a way for you. I hate them, crit, and oh, it's dead. Go that way.
Yep.
That was a funny moment of the fight.
Right.
Uh,
You have anything else you want to add? Or
no, it was a nice one.
Yeah.
Good session.
It was a good session, yeah.
wait, Twitch is working again.
Okay.
Well, just enough to say goodbyes.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you had
Bye.
fun, and see you next time. Bye bye.